Yo, what's up, everybody? How's it going? R Dominic, Spellbot, hello, builders. Hey. Feels like it's been a long time since we played this. Like, now that we're doing this twice a week, like, going one entire week without Dragon Quest Builders feels hollow in a way. Feels a bit empty. But I'm glad we're here now. Hope y'all are doing well. Lots of stuff to be excited about right now, especially if you play Switch games. The new Mario Maker update is out right now, and a bunch of Mario Maker streamers that I watch are staying up super late to stream it. Stuff looks super cool. I think I'm actually gonna start playing Mario Maker again if I can steal away the time for it, since they added actual worlds you can make out of your levels. And then I know there's a big Animal Crossing update coming tomorrow. No. Well, tomorrow Japanese time, maybe. It's either tomorrow or Thursday. Yeah, the Overland Map Builder, I think is an absolute game changer. I think that's finally the thing that's gonna incentivize people to make more normal Mario maps. Because that's been one of the big weaknesses of Mario Maker is there's really no incentive to make like a normal ass Mario course. And we can kind of talk about the philosophy of that in a bit, but I think having actual worlds to play through with like level pacing and choices to make in courses and like total lives to keep track of, I think that's going to make a huge difference. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started. There's not much preamble to do for good old Dragon Quest, because we're just gonna be chilling anyway. We just got back from Explorer Isle. I haven't decided what exactly I want to do tonight. There's three big things that I really want to do. I want to build out the Furrow Field quadrant of the island. I've got some ideas for how we can do that. I want to follow along with the pyramid construction. The Pyramid Oasis for the Crumbled Onions, and I want to do some more islands, including maybe some of the DLC ones. So I guess first things first, we can see what's available to us. Okay, I don't think we've been to Bamboo Bluffs yet, and we haven't been to Angler's Isle. Let's see, this will let me... Okay, yeah, we did Soggy Scary was the original one. We did Blossom Bay last time. We don't get any info on these two yet. So... Your mind changes like the tides. Wow, I already got a letter from Surge. Greetings, Miku. I trust that you and Babs are well. Recently, Jules and I have been working on a fantabulosa new Cottontail costume together. Once the design is complete, I plan to put on the suit myself and motivate the miners all the more. Might you consider donning one too? One never knows until one tries. Fantabulously yours, Surge. I guess he wasn't really paying a whole lot of attention to our last couple days on the island. I guess let's go and see what we can do for the pyramid at the moment. Because we did bring back an absolute shit ton of grass blocks that we can use to build out the oasis. So I'm sure that'll help. Yeah, Twitch give out quality options. We were checking that. We had a theory that the time of day that I started at actually affected whether or not there were transcoding options, and it turns out it doesn't. I guess it seemed like if I started at 9, you were kind of stuck with whatever you got, but starting at 10 seemed to give transcoding options, but guess not. Oh my days. See, Miku, the first stage of the pyramid's finished. Go us. Speaking of quality, I posted a discussion topic in feedback in our Discord Since we're coming up on some classic PC games in just like 2 weeks that we're gonna be playing all the way through, I want to know how you guys feel about modding. I want to know if you guys are like experience purists, like if you would prefer to have the original chunky, clunky ass game experience, or if you'd prefer I mod them to the best of my ability. So, was under the understanding that transcoding options had to do with how many concurrent viewers you had? Yeah, Hive Hum, it definitely does. Bigger channel. I think Twitch prioritizes. I don't think they have the bandwidth to provide transcoding options to every single channel. So I think they prioritize top down. Like the largest channels get transcoding options first, and then whatever the other ones get. So I probably shouldn't have expected any tonight because everyone is streaming. I saw Maximilian Dude still doing Final Fantasy VII Remake. All the Mario Maker 2 streamers are streaming the new update. So yeah. Just lots more people stream these days, which is good. Gives you more options for people to watch. Also, hi FM. Good to see you. We mustn't rest on our laurels, but I have a funny feeling that when it's complete, this pyramid will be truly spectacular. It's certainly big as hell. Barely wait to see the finished thing. Might explodes from excitements. Okay, I remember there's a cutoff. Oh, hey, Crizzly Melon, what's up? I remember I was warned about a cutoff with this. If I am asked to build fancy bedrooms, I should stop there because something's going to happen plot-wise if I do that. How long is this freaking game anyway? We're maybe halfway? I don't know. Also, can't believe how many people are watching Valorant at any given time. They want keys? I guess so. I mean, it's like... Valorant just looks like this intersection of Overwatch and Counter-Strike to me. Like it's like a shiny pseudo-futuristic Counter-Strike maybe-ish thing. Counter-Strike with magic powers? I don't know. It's Riot Games, right? So they can push things as hard as they want. The peak of the pyramid's in place. People come in their droves to have a shufty. Tell you what, if we had a bar nearby, we'd make a killing from tourist trade. They'll come for the pyramid, stay for the jiggers. They even look like an intersection, look pasted together like a jank patchwork zombie. It's like busted ass garbage. Now, do you... I haven't paid much attention to it, I will say that. But I do remember when Overwatch was first being teased and first being shown. People were like, oh, it's just like futuristic TF2. So do you think it might be a similar situation there? Or is the gameplay significantly lacking? Or not even joking, even the freaking art style looks like two distinct games, so one amalgamation. This chap certainly has a sharp eye for sale. What'd you say, Miku? I knew there was something unusual about him. I thought it was just the mustache. Does really want to mash up Overwatch and CSGO, but the art team really ain't up to the task. It's up, Hieronymus, and yeah. Yeah. I mean, oh, hey, I forgot about my awesome mustache. This has gone far enough. Destroy. Alright, Lulu, what's next? Yes, Valorant is by the League guys. Yeah, Riot Games. Smart, they're gonna retool things based on the massive feedback they're getting. What's the general feedback on the game? Hey, Justin Brett, how you doing? Hey, Smokey. I think you did mention the rootkit fiasco, yeah. And all of our new arrivals, they built this massive monument in mere moments. Like, this is the first thing we ever made. We helped to build Gold Bar, you know, and that place was, well, glitzy. Enormous glittering gold bar. Oh, how wonderful. I can't wait to make my first royal visit to Crumble Dun. Be honored to have you, your majesty. If you like glitz and glamour, you'll love our mates, Goldie Rocks and Jewels, the fanciest fellas around. Hey, man. Watching you build was a real jam, man. The blocks went down with a slam, man. It was like magic. Alakazam, man. Praise. Slam poet. Alright, good luck, Smokey. I don't know how they're getting away with it, is what I'd say if I had actual faith Any actual faith in humanity. Yeah, the big companies get away with absolute murder with their games because people just they want to get on that bandwagon. Like, I don't know anything about Valorant, but I think people are just really attracted to whatever the League devs do next, and they want to be part of that experience, even if they're not like a content creator or an influencer. Like, I think people still want to get caught up in whatever rush there is. You know, I think that's one reason why indie multiplayer games are so hard to keep going, is that the big multiplayer games require that snowball surge where like a big company announces a big game and lots of people play it and lots of influencers play it, and then people who wouldn't normally be interested in a game like that are like, well, shit, I don't want to miss out on this. But indie multiplayer games, no matter how good they are, they just cannot stir up that kind of buzz. So, oh, Justin Brett, your brother's birthday was today. You got a couple boxes of pizza. Nice. Well, tell him some random middle-aged dude on the internet says happy birthday. Toxic did look really cool. I like the style they had going for that. I always pay attention to League's games just because they got an incredible collection of creative minds. They do. They've hired a lot of talent. Like, I know a lot of people that work at Riot, and they've got a lot of really good people. I just don't. The only one of their games that's at all interesting to me is the ARPG they're working on. But I don't know. I have enough ARPGs I want to play and don't already, so. Glad they used from Riot Games front and center, so I knew to avoid it. Quit League like 6 months back because they went off the deep end hard. Like, what's League like now? Have they made like a bunch of awful adjustments to it or something? Make a bloody RPG mash up their League settings and expand on some of the cool stuff they've shown. Yeah, that's always a pain when you get a company that has like a really cool IP and then it remains siloed in something where you don't get a lot of story out of it. I felt like Blizzard did a good job with that with Overwatch, like expanding the lore stuff outside of the game. But certainly not very interested in it now. 40K RPG is on sale right now, but I don't know. The 40K RPG is by the Van Helsing devs, right? I actually really liked Van Helsing Final Cut. So if you played that, my understanding is you kind of know what you're getting into with it. New Predator multiplayer game fell off people's radar super quick. Oh my god, I think I saw like... Wow, Spellbot, you're right. I completely forgot that was a thing that exists. I don't know why you quit. It was a problem. Their balancing, retooling of skins and whatnot persisted. Gave it a shot, couldn't take it anymore. Yeah, I'm not a big competitive multiplayer guy to begin with. We played League at work a couple of years ago, and I got into it. I was enjoying it quite a bit. But when my coworkers stopped playing, I stopped playing. So I think ultimately it wasn't really my style of game. Shane wants to be a builder, huh? Sadly, there's another island we gotta be at. Orders from the man. Miku, these dudes and dudettes can lay claim to this island all they like, but as far as I'm concerned, around here, you're the man. I'm a chick, dude. Don't let the mustache fool you. I am a lady. Might be missionaries for children of Hargon, but we won't force you to believe. We respect your freedom, man. Now we got Scram, man. Peace. I like Shane. What did they even come here for? Man's a pretty good band. Hey, Bacon Copter. Yeah, Riot does have a very good creative department. Well, hopefully some of these games that they spin out to will be worth a look, and hopefully also they clean up their garbage corporate culture. So, last big multiplayer game I tried to get into was Midair. It's full of really good tries players, so I got owned constantly. I played a couple of my company's games, and they've been... Some have been fun. Like Van Helsing as well, but Inquisitor Martyr didn't really grab you. It seemed graphically deficient as well, even though Van Helsing looked pretty decent. I really liked Final Cut, looking back on it. It has some extremely obvious flaws, like the itemization of that game is garbage. It's just numbers get bigger. And it's got one of those stat systems where you find a skill you really like and you just dump all your points into that and you spam it forever. So I mean, honestly, like the big the big tent poles of ARPGs, the loot and the combat really aren't there for Van Helsing, but it's got so much charm. Like, I really like the characters, and I really like the setting, and I like the little quests, and I really like all the random stuff they have you do. Like, the middle chapters of the game have you managing, like, a resistance in this big city and, like, sending troops out on missions and stuff, and it's really cool, honestly. What's up, Peach? Glad you could make it. I hope everything's going well with you. I know you've been super busy lately. Shut down that, Romance of Three Kingdoms? Oh, the Cow game? Feel bad for those people that dump hundreds of thousands in it. I mean, that's every mobile game ever. Like, that is why I will not throw any significant amount of money in a mobile game. I'll throw a couple bucks at, like, cheap packs that are good deals and stuff, but I won't do any more than that. So, tried playing MapleStory 2 and was baffled instantly. Last multiplayer game I got into was Final Fantasy 14. Oh, MapleStory 2. I don't know if you guys heard, but MapleStory 2 is closing down, like, basically a year after it launched. I shouldn't talk about it too much, but I really liked that game, and unfortunately the developers kind of, I don't think they really ended up playing to its strengths. So, the two viewings still working. Just talking. Oh, well, I'm glad you're here. It's good to see you as always. Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, it had so much potential. It had so much potential. It was honestly, I would say MapleStory 2 had probably about as much potential as this game. Like, there was a lot of really cool stuff you could do with user-generated content, and for whatever reason, the developers didn't really develop it in that direction. But like I said, I don't want to talk about it too much. I probably shouldn't, but it is hard to follow up a cultural phenomenon like MapleStory. And I mean, part of that is how many 2D MMOs do you know? How many, like, 2D platforming MMOs do you know? It's still 15 years after launch. It's still incredibly unique in that space. So it just, yeah, it's an absolute oddity. So only multiplayer you play is co-op with friends, Risk of Rain, Forest, other stuff. MMOs were oddly enough you solo more than group. That's always been my experience in MMOs too. I've never been a very social MMO player. The moist times. Yeah, even when I played World of Warcraft, I would get into guilds and I wouldn't really talk to anybody. I would just kind of do my own thing. The whole dungeon finder thing was really, really helpful for me because I could just get paired with randos, do the dungeon, and book it out. Ragnarok Online 2 failed and they redid it, and I think either still failed or is failing. Man, Ragnarok 1 is still going, right? I don't want to play that again. I think because you mentioned it either in chat or Discord, Peach, and it got me thinking about when I played Ragnarok. It was really fun. First iteration was a WoW clone, yeah. I know a lot of the Asian MMOs, they come out and they have a whole lot of promise. Like Tree of Savior looked absolutely incredible. Like, that game looked so cool. And then it was like the moment it came out, I didn't hear another word about it. And when I looked into it, apparently, like, it had, like, really terrible balance and, like, a lack of endgame stuff to do. And when it's still sort of going administered by a half dozen companies in different countries, licensing for those things gets super weird. Like, super, super weird. Cautiously optimistic about the new PSO. I think I've seen some people streaming that, have I? Just can't find one to engage with. It's hard. You have to find something specific about it. I'll tell you one that I really like, and it's my own company, so I shouldn't talk it up too much, but we published a game called Vindictus, which is like a third-person, like, dark fantasy action MMO. I really like that game, honestly. It's got some real antiquated designs in it. Like they brought back a fatigue system, and it's got like random boxes and all that junk. But the actual combat, like Vindictus damn near killed us. Like you can like grab enemies and like smash them into the scenery. You can pick up like pots and logs and stuff and smash people with them. It has like really good, really visceral combat. Like the core of the game is excellent. The Korean MMO built around it is not ideal, but I've sunk a lot of time into Vindictus. And it has really hot dress up. We have a pyramid to complete. All right, what are we doing? I need to get on a building. Like I need to get started building so I can chat, and I can chat with y'all and actually accomplish things too. PSO was a great experience for you, and still find yourself excited about PS2 in spite of yourself, considering it's several years late. Yeah, that's never a good sign. Work to be done. All right, we're gonna draft a second phase. Goons love that one MMO where you're Kung Fu Master. Oh yeah, what was that called? Wasn't it like Tales of Wuxia or something? That's our audience, all those sexy teens. Don't profile me. I really like Vindictus is all. Age of Wushu, that was it. Yeah, that one had some pretty crazy stories coming out of it. Those are always the MMOs that I'm attracted to. Are the ones that produce the craziest stories. I mean, that's why I ended up playing EVE Online for like a year. And I still look back on that fondly. But God Christ, if there's one game I do not have time for anymore, it's fucking EVE Online. Rode bus for 2 hours to buy a physical copy of PSU and release for 60. Story mode was 10 hours long and there was no copy protection. It was dropped like wow. Give it just a shot. Oh, cool. Nice. Really got into Black Desert until the crying got too insane. Okay. Black Desert seemed pretty neat too. Talking about game disappointments the other night, playing that comes to mind as far as huge disappointments go. I think we still have enough materials left to build this blueprint. You can leave the place in our capable hands. Cool. You got a second, I got a little favor to ask you. Okay. What do you want? Sparse on the inside. Couple of bit. Okay, so I should not do this quest. Okay. Rough and tough and a neat and sweet. Okay, well, we'll come back to this. Alright, so that's gonna be like the last thing we do tonight if we get into it. Oh, and we're gonna have to, okay, so the Oasis... How does the Oasis work? Place a few of them balls of warm food around the banks will turn the sand to lovely green grass. Okay. It ain't an oasis, the water and green stuff ain't right next to each other. Okay. Ragnarok Online 2 is where they learned what not to do with Tree of Savior. Biggest disappointment from childhood, no proper North American release of Street Fighter 3 and no Street Fighter 4 period. Shining Force, not Street Fighter. I was like, what are you on, Silver Mike? No, that's fine, that's fine. It's just, the game industry is so dense now, like it's almost hard to just go down to acronyms, because there's so much overlap. I had to think super hard when someone said ROTK, to remember that's Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Sort of miss those heady days of ride a bus for 2 hours to get a game type experiences, or that kind of mission focused on the goal. Now you can just click a button, buy a game, and then put on your ignore pal because you're feeling saucy. Yeah, like, I definitely, I mean, okay. I don't want to sound like the old that I am, but I do think that the ease of access with digital distributions and like the insane sales that Steam has spawned, I do think it leaves people with less of a connection to the games that they buy. Not necessarily the games that they play, because, you know, I still get super wrapped up. Like, I'm still absolutely obsessed with Cook Serve Delicious 3. Man, I can send in. Thank you for the raid. Dude, thank you so much. Like, I still get super attached to games, but it's so easy to buy a game and just see it disappear into your backlog. Thank you for the double raid. Okay, so worm food. Yep. Welcome, raiders. We're chilling with some Dragon Quest builders too. Actually, we've been chatting for like 20 minutes. All I really managed to do was like come over here and watch my townspeople build part of this pyramid. Wait in line at midnight to buy a game. 100 people deep in line. By the time you get to the cashier, they're crying because someone said her sky cream. All right, so we're gonna try and make We're gonna try and make an oasis. So I'm gonna start by placing some of these. Let's see, that's a bit ambitious. Also, go away. I'm easy. Definitely do not miss the GameStop employees keeping my Harvest Moon plushie bonuses for themselves. I do not miss GameStop at all. I'm sorry, I do not. I have more fondness for like the lost ancient game stores, like Babbage's and Electronic Boutique. But I have not been in a GameStop in years, and I do not miss that even the slightest. Used to work at FuncoLand, dude. So many of my used console games are from FuncoLand. That was one of my favorites. We got them late out in North Carolina. It was a while before we got any of those. I guess while that's filling in, we can bottomless pot this up. I'm not sure how exactly this is gonna work. I also used to work at GameStop. Wow. Amazing how bad your opinion of GameStop was before. Now during a pandemic, it's managed to drop even further. Yeah. Pretending they're an essential service was like just the shittiest thing. Like the shittiest possible thing you can do during a pandemic. Apparently making lots of water is optional. I disagree. I want to make this a deep oasis too. But I'm not sure how feasible that's going to be. I guess we'll see here. Almost got a job at GameStop. Flunked the interview question the manager asked you. Who's the most important person at GameStop? I said the customer. He said, no, it's me, the manager. Wow, dude. You definitely dodged a bullet there. That's crazy. Yeah, it really sucks that Reggie's there. It's pretty disappointing, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, that's awful. Like, Spellbot, that sounds like the kind of thing that, like a primetime sitcom would make up. Like, oh, no boss is this shitty. This will be a great joke. Yeah, that's incredible. Frankly, incredible. Dictionary definition of tin pot dictator. Yeah. It sucks, but this pandemic stuff has really brought out the worst in a lot of people, particularly corporate types. So, I cannot, like, I don't want to de-chill us tonight, but I'm sorry, the whole reopening protests and like people just chomping at the bit to go back to their corporate masters here in America is just the most disgusting shit. Like, oh my god. It is straight up awful how people are being brainwashed into, like, not even prioritizing themselves, you know? The answer you hear from a 60s Bond villain. GameStop was awesome. Manager was super low-key, since our GameStop was apparently the best run in all of Alabama. It didn't take much effort. I mean, still, though, like, My friend down in Irvine had a GameStop he used to go to, and the staff in there seemed really nice and really chill. So going with them there always seemed like a good experience. Remember back in the 80s how we used to be appalled by the way some Japanese employees would literally work themselves to death? Yeah, that's basically us. Like, I think if anything, we've flipped the script. Work conditions in Japan still have a long way to go, but they're going. But oh my god, if anything, it seems like the United States wants to, like, backtrack so hard on the progress it's made over time, and that's really sad. Really sad. I guess this could be, like, a nice little beachy area. Yeah, I don't want to bring anybody down thinking of that shit, so. I guess if nothing else, we can be thankful for all the incredible gaming that we have available to us now. Like all the ports and updates and stuff that wouldn't have been possible without digital distribution. Oh, hi, zombie. Please go away. Let's see. Okay, so we need to keep filling this area in. Hey, hopeful hint. If it's about the trowel, I just wanted to use up the worm food that I have. And now that I've done that, we're gonna switch back. Alright, let's get out all the infinite grass blocks I got. Yeah, the new X comes out this week. Gears Tactics next week, gonna be great. Yeah, great for turn-based tactics fans. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out right now, and some stuff that's gotten full releases that I really need to get back to, and I hate that I haven't. I don't know if any of you remember when I streamed Merchant of the Skies, but that got its full release last week, and I really want to revisit that game. Rabbits and slimes will spawn on grass, hands will spawn on spoiled soil, and so on. Kind of monsters spawn any given block vary depending on the... Ah, okay, cool. Thank you, Manic. That is good to know. You're still looking for Ring Fit? Oh, man. Oh, shit, it's not the same grass. Oh, Wrigley. It's lemongrassy earth. God damn. Oh, well, all right, fine, whatever. We're just gonna replace everything then. You tried, Wrigley. But when you want an oasis done right, you gotta do it yourself, I guess. What? What? Let me guess. The portions of Oasis are going down? Let me see here. Ah! Great. So it has to be that. Unbelievable. So it has to be lemongrass. Oh, okay. Alright, well, you know what that means. You know what that means. I think we're gonna do another exploration aisle. And we're gonna look for some lemongrass blocks. Alright, Peach, thank you so much for coming out. It was great to see you. More of this on Thursday, if you can make it. Where are they? Oh, they're right here. Hey, go away. Assuming you do better than a worm. That was my first mistake. Every time you say lemongrass, I want pad thai even more. Sorry. Playing Cook Serve Delicious has actually been kind of terrible during quarantine. Because I end up preparing all these foods that I really want to eat. Like, I've been practicing pho. And it really makes me want to eat pho. every time I key in those ingredients. It makes me sad. All right, executive decision. We are going back to the dock, and we're gonna look for another. We're gonna see what these other islands we can go to are. Let's check out what this is, because I don't know what bamboo bluffs are. I don't think we've been there. Good lemongrass is great, but it seems like a lot of restaurants don't use the real thing and just give your meal a squirt of lemon pledge. Oh, God. We're gonna do the fishing island. If we don't do it tonight, we're gonna do it Thursday. I kind of want to prioritize the islands and then use whatever we get from those. Holy shit. That looks really cool. Look at Den back there. He's like... Where the hell are we? Meth lab explosion. Boop, 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 boop. What are we doing here? Anyway. Wait, this isn't the one we already did, is it? Oh, I do that every single time. I always forget Breaking Builder. I always forget what button is my glider. My name, Erdrick. God damn right. That's slime ravioli. It's a slime bun. It's like a, it's like the Asian pork buns, except shaped like a slime. And yes, they actually made these in Japan, at least. He's just happy to see you. All right, it seems there are no exploration goals for this island that I can see. So I guess this is just to find stuff? Maybe? Kitty! This is a DLC island? Oh, so there's something... Okay, so we're actually looking for something on here then. What is this? What is this? Buckwheat. Did not expect that. They make one like it's filled with slime. They use natto, and then everyone can throw up when they see one. Okay, I do not like natto. My kids, however, love it, which amazes me to no end. I mean, I'm happy. Like, natto is super good for you. But I can't, like, I hate the smell. I actually hate the smell more than the taste. I've had natto before, and I can eat it, depending on how it's presented, but that smell just kills me. It's natto my favorite. Wow, that actually caused me physical pain to say out loud. DLC missions and at least one Super Robot Wars game about natto. What was the... What was the... Guys, I'm an idiot. What was the run button again? It's on the list of foods that can probably kill you. Really? Like an allergy? R1, thank you. There it is. Oh my god. Well, now you have a decent explanation of why I pretty much never use the run button. Because I forget it exists. And now we want to eat the snot beans. My kids... Okay, so my wife and I, we worked really hard to get our kids to actually, like, eat a variety of foods. Because we know a lot of people... Whoa, there's some neat trees back there. We know a lot of people who got into kind of a trap with their kids where they'd only eat like grilled cheese, or they'd only eat like pizza or something like that. My wife was not about to have that shit. So we spent years being, oh, bamboo, oh, awesome. We spent years being incredibly strict with our kids about eating, and the end result is that they actually prefer vegetables to a lot of things. My kids, true story, like right hand to God, my kids go bonkers for broccoli. They will fight each other for broccoli. My older daughter, when she was like 4 or 5 or something, we were having something like we're having like katsu or some fried thing that she just loves, and she wanted to eat all of it. She just wanted to keep eating it and keeping it and keeping it. We're like, no, you can't. You are gonna get sick. Like, you can't eat that much fried stuff. She got so mad at us. She grabbed the bowl off the broccoli, like the bowl of broccoli off the table, and like was like hoarding. It was like punishing us by eating all the broccoli. And my wife and I were just sitting there like, okay. It's a bean, so default bad, and then you add the fact it's fermented in order to create a sticky slime as a second bite. Yeah. It's absolutely one of those foods that I have a hard time believing anybody like saw it and was like, yes, let's put this in our mouths. Let's eat this. If I ever had kids, I'll do my best not to allow them to consume sugar somehow. That's gonna be a struggle. That is gonna be a struggle. We do pretty good keeping our kids on fruits for dessert. We generally don't keep stuff like cookies around the house. And when we do, like, we ration it out. Like, our kids don't eat sweets every day. My wife has been very strict about that, and I'm very thankful for that. Because I absolutely do not have that kind of self-control. I will eat an entire package of Oreos and wash it down with an entire can of Pringles if you let me. So. Being married to my wife probably saved my life in some respects. Broccoli is the most excellent vector for cheese delivery. It is a fantastic vector for just about everything. Honestly, that's one of the big reasons why my kids like broccoli so much. Is we have all kinds of salad dressings, and my wife actually makes a lot of her own sauces too. And broccoli, the way it's all leafy and stuff on top, just makes it great for soaking up any kind of tasty sauce and delivering it directly to your mouth hole. Or does it kill you? Diabetic, yeah. Yeah, that would hurt. All right, we're eating the slime bun. Here we go. Down the hatch, happy boy. I must have figured out how to make a slime bun, right? At some point. All right, we got loads of bamboo, so I think we're good on that. Keep on keeping on. The bamboo is the big draw of this island? Okay. Do you know offhand if there's a builder's paradise here? Wheat and meat. Ah, okay. Cool. If I ever eat Oreos, which is real, I twist open the cookies, eat the ice, and crush up the cookies and throw the cookies to the birds. You think maybe the reason, who is it, Nabisco? Never sold like just the Oreo cream itself is because they know people would never buy the cookies ever again. Builder never eats slime buns is never a whole builder. Builder without slime bun in hand is not a real builder. Oh my god, Sleeping Dogs was so much fun. I never played the definitive edition. I have it, and I never played it because I pretty much 100%ed it when I played it the first time because I was so incredibly into it. I feel like maybe the only thing I didn't do, I might not have leveled the entire cop path. One of your 2 paths didn't really have an easily repeatable activity you could do to max out the experience in it. So I think one of them I just kind of skipped. Natto is pretty much lethal to you. More lethal would probably be Lutefisk. And disrupt the industry and bring up the Hydrox. I actually used to love Hydrox, because if I remember correctly, Hydrox was the first cookie. They were the first one to do the mint cream, right? Like, I distinctly remember Hydrox that were chocolate cookie, and then like it was like a tiny circle of mint in the middle, and then regular cream on the outside of that, and I loved those so much. And I don't know if my mom ever got the message, because I think we only ever had them like once. Despite them being like cheaper Oreos, yeah? And then years later, Oreo finally caught on. Had Hydrox again recently for a hot minute, but they're gone again. That's a shame. I got Scrit. Boom! Well, our Dominic says, eat cookies, discard disgusting slime for Oreos. I will give them credit. There's now so many varieties of Oreos. You can get like maximum cream and minimum cookie. You can get maximum cookie and minimum cream. You can get golden cookie and white cream, golden cookie and chocolate cream. You can get chocolate covered Oreos. You can get peanut butter Oreos, mocha Oreos, mint Oreos. Don't agree. Aren't Oreos like Twix? They have way more flavor varieties in Japan. No, they have way more flavor varieties here. Oreos aren't that. Miku, what the fuck are you doing? Oreos actually aren't that diverse here in the States. Or yeah, Oreos aren't all that diverse in Japan, but they are here in the States, is what I'm trying to say. And it's not Twix, it's Kit Kats. Kit Kats have an insane variety in Japan. They have like watermelon Kit Kats and sea salt Kit Kats and like Sakura Blossom Kit Kats. And it's awesome. They've had wasabi Kit Kats. I was not bold enough to try those, but also Pringles. Pringles have a lot more varieties in Japan. Though I think Pringles, it might be even. There may be just as many varieties in the States as Japan, and just different varieties. Because in Japan they do like yakiniku Pringles and like smoked cheese Pringles and like mentaiko Pringles, like spicy cod roe Pringles. Twix would bust your ass confectionery. I'd rather get an apple in my Halloween bag than a Twix. Wow. Shots fired. Make me so hungry. I'm sorry, Irka Burka. I certainly didn't set out to do that, but if we need to, we can always switch over to Cook Serve Delicious 3 tonight. And I can make things much, much worse. Japanese friend came back from Japan with wasabi Kit Kats and tricked people into eating them, saying they're green tea. That's fucking cruel. That is straight up evil. Oh my god. Okay, so that's... Is that the bamboo forest we were tearing apart earlier? No, we're going a different direction. Game is so stressful. Tried playing with the kids, felt like we're... Oh, well, the first thing, if you want a chill experience with Cook Serve Delicious 3, for God's sake, play on chill mode. Like, chill mode is specifically designed for that. There's no shame in playing chill mode. You know, Cook Serve Delicious 3 is very much a game that wants you to play it the way you're comfortable with. But yeah, it's I'm getting good enough at it that it's generally not too stressful for me, but I've also kind of given up a bit on getting golds on a lot of maps because the later areas are just insanely hard. Like, the developer kind of went all out coming up with new tricks and gimmicks to screw you up in the later areas, and they're extremely effective. Cookie is fried icing and they're double stuffed. Holy shit. That sounds real. This is, wow. This is actually really pretty. The Oreo is a classic because of the cookie slime ratio. I'm monkeying with this as well. But that's the thing. Not everyone agrees with that. Like, some people, like, personally, Personally, I find the double stuff to be the ideal ratio of cookie to cream. Apparently, some people like the thin Oreos with like regular cream and thin cookie. The cookie's the shit part. I think it's kind of a shame, honestly, that there isn't more appreciation for the classic like cocoa powder cookie. Like, I certainly didn't appreciate them when I was a kid, but now, like, I actually appreciate the cookie aspect of the Oreo a lot more than I used to. Of course, I also like dark chocolate. Like, dark chocolate is far and away my favorite chocolate now. Like, I much prefer bitter chocolates in my old age. Do they make quad stuff? Yes, they're called Mega Stuffed. And they are just as insane as you're imagining. Can't very well dip the cream part of an Oreo in milk and canyon. And yeah, it's the cookie part that soaks up the milk. So yeah, it's an integral part of the Oreo experience. You can't really dispense with it. Yeah, oh god, yes, and they make such a good pie crust. There are a couple classic like family restaurant diner style places here in Los Angeles. Like some of them might be going out of business now, but like Marie Callender's and Coco's and Norm's, and they all do pies, and they do the most amazing chocolate mousse pies with Oreo crusts. Jesus Christ. I got one of those. I requested one from my wife for my birthday one year, and oh lord, so good. Theoretically, make octuple stuffed out of 2 Mega Stuff. Yes, yes. The potential only grows. Did I ask this earlier? Is there a builder's paradise on this island, or am I cool to go if I'm done tooling around here? Local cookie baker that makes chocolate wafer cookies as well as the wafer sandwich ones. Ooh, I haven't had a good wafer cookie in ages. My parents used to get them. What were they called? I think they were just called like sugar somethings. Sugar thins or something. I don't remember. But yeah, I love a good wafer cookie. I love waffle cookies too. You can get some really good butter waffle cookies from Trader Joe's here. Sometimes I meet a woman who says she likes double stuffed. Thank you. Confuse me. She says she doesn't like Oreos. Smokey, that's a keeper. Calling the Echo Flute will direct you to a builder's paradise if there is one. Well, you know, I completely forgot I had the Echo Flute. Let's give it a try. After we kill this aggravating. Suffer final death. Yeah. No echoes can be heard. Alright, so they're either... Okay, so there's nothing particularly important on this island then, I guess, besides the bamboo. Don't like sweet stuff, prefer savory. Aside from ice cream, mainly enjoy the cold, creamy texture of it. Yeah, I have not the strongest sweet tooth, but I do like... My thing is I like to have sweets regularly. Like, after a meal, I want to eat something sweet. I don't always want sweets for snacks. And my wife has done a really good job of breaking me of some of those habits. What was that guy attack? Alright, we did kind of skip the middle section of this aisle, so I'm just going to run up here real quick. What's up, Cold Rolled Steel? How you doing? We are... Oh, shit, Miku, no. Did I see her car honk? I think that must have been local to you. Cookies and cream ice cream is great when it's great. As far as ice cream goes, I really like... I've come to really appreciate the more complicated ice creams. The ones with like just tons and tons of stuff mixed together. Because I like the bolder, more complicated flavors. I used to just like mint chocolate chip or caramel. My 3 favorite flavors of anything: caramel, mint, and cinnamon. I love those flavors. So I used to just seek out those very basic ones, but now I've grown a much... I think along with appreciating like dark chocolate, I have a much greater appreciation for like different varieties of chocolate, different like mixed confections. Cinnamon's your favorite? Cinnamon's so good, man. We got bagels on Monday. There's this place, Einstein Brothers, here in the South Bay. They're doing half-priced baker's dozens. So we got 13 bagels for $7, and my wife got a cinnamon sugar one, and oh my god, it was so good. I didn't even put anything on it. I just ate that shit straight. I love me some cinnamon. Mint's the tough one for me now because I adore mint, but my family hates it. Japanese, like I've found in general, like all my Japanese friends do not like mint. And I think it's because mint confections aren't terribly common in Japan, but mint toothpaste is. So they get, it's kind of like people in the States who don't like grape stuff. Not because they necessarily hate the flavor grape, but because it's so closely associated with like cough syrup and stuff. I don't know if any of y'all have had that experience, but yeah, I think it's a similar thing that happens in Japan. All right, I'm pretty sure we can go. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else. I'm just gonna check out this next prize. Worked at Thrifty for a while. They had horchata ice cream. I've never been able to find equal again. Horchata's so good. Honeycomb ice cream is the best, especially when you get early summer. There's shitload of honeycomb pieces. There is a Japanese ice cream place called Honeyme here in Torrance that does honeycomb ice cream, and they also use honey to sweeten all of their ice creams. It is so good. As lactose intolerant, I really appreciate how there are alternatives easily available these days. Right? Isn't that a great thing? I'm glad for everyone that so much effort has been put into making things more accessible for everyone. Even if it is sometimes born out of... Holy shit, look at this. That's crazy. Like I'm always a little skeptical that like corporate inclusiveness is more driven out of greed and wanting to reach more markets than any sort of altruism, but at least the end result is positive. So, Sam Kruger, what's up? I like to try salmiak ice cream. What is salmiak? I don't know that one. Used to be a great flavored chocolate thing here that was widely hated, but you liked it. There's always gonna be fans of everything. Like I know most people, I think most people here despise licorice, especially black licorice. My dad loves that shit. Salt licorice. Yeah. All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and actually wait. I need to check my food stocks because I don't want to pass out while I'm. Wait, do I even have anything to cook, or did I cook everything I had last time? Ew. Let me. Did they plant anything here? The little diamond one's the fins eater, the round DZ. Oh, okay. I gotcha. I guess they never did farm anything here, huh? Because I didn't set up any farms for them. Man, they don't carry reasonably sized bags of salty licorice fish. Alright, we're gonna have to get working on the furrow field area sooner rather than later, I think. Yeah, those are just wood blocks. Alright, fuck it. We'll survive. Somehow. We'll pull through. Grandma, no, you can't call it that. Licorice ice cream, fucking shoot me. Alright, let us check out then Angler's Isle. I guess I was a little sheltered because I'm not familiar with that particular turn of phrase, and I don't really want to be. Can't stand black licorice. Try repeatedly because your grandfather loved it, but I always had to immediately spit out. I like the strawberry ones. Oh! Oh. Okay. I know what you're talking about. His fancier's favorite place. Well, at least as much progress is still left to be made in terms of race relations. At least we've left some things behind. Strawberry stuff isn't licorice? Oh, like Twizzlers? Squab me with a squib. Here we are, Angler's Isle. Boy, there's someone over yonder. The person who penned that letter could be that person who penned that letter. Why not lubber over and invoke the right of parley? Gurger, dude, thank you so much for subscribing to Twitch Prime. Wow, 16 months. It's kind of insane to think sometimes how long I've been doing this. Whoa, my food is full. Anyway, that's cool. This is the teeniest, tiniest little island. Hi, you. Can't believe that bloomin' plonker went and carked it. Proper left me in the lurch this time. Oh, licorice is the flavor. Okay. Only the product from licorice France can call licorice every Bendy Berry tips. The bleed neck are you? What are you doing on the island? Got your letter. You're a builder and you're saying you read me letter. Sorry, mate, but I don't know what you're chatting. I ain't written no letters. Ain't really in the mood to natter. Your mate's gone missing and me nuts are knackered. Seemed nice last, but do us a favor and jog on, yeah? Wow, she's not having this shit. Also, wait. Time out. She's wearing a belt for a shirt. Like, she still manages to be cute as a button, but she's wearing a belt for a shirt. There's no licorice and strawberry Twizzlers. Thank you for setting me straight, chat. I never really knew that. Well, we're gonna make friends anyway, because we want to learn how to fish. So I have a chat. Don't nothing phase you. Maybe you can help me out then. Netting over there has to be fish cage. Problem is it's all broken. I don't know how to fix it. I can fix it. Make me some netting and fix the damage. Inspiration. Cool. Fix me nets. Put all this stuff away. Is this lemongrass or is this? No, it's. Damn it. Lemongrass is gonna be such a problem. I guess we will have to deal with the worm food then. That sucks. Read. This is a newish notebook with frolicking with fish written on it. Do you want to take a look? Yes. All the pages are completely blank. That's cute. Unnecessary pedantry, that's what I'm around for. Oh, I love me some pedantry, don't worry. Alright, I need to have a look at all of these to make the new... I can make kitchen counters now, I didn't realize that. That's awesome. Can I mark just everything is seen? Okay, netting is under building block. Not supposed to drink soda or anything carbonated, but I love using not Twizzlers for that. Brands make free licorice with actual licorice in it, good stuff, not Twizzlers for show. Oh, cool, you made paper sliding doors. Wow, I can make all kinds of cool shit now. I can make proper Japanese houses. Do you think I should do that for Furrowfield? What do you guys think for Furrowfield? The Furrowfield quadrant. Like, I have an idea of how I want to lay it out, but not the actual designs of the houses themselves. Wooden lamp. That's cute. Wow, you can make a lot of really cool-ass Japanese stuff. Yeah, I might do that. Even quality on Twizzlers dropped in the last decade or so. They always seem to be dried out, overly chewy, stuck together and lump in the bag now. Tis a damn shame, it is. Modern art, I like it. Pastor Al's Memorial Japanese Temple in Zen Bamboo Garden. Twizzlers reminds me of a streamer you used to watch. I can make choo-choo trains! That's so cute. Net. I'll make 2 stacks. Save all the paper housing for a village you're gonna build next to a forest of old dying trees and fields of overly dry grass. Aww. DJ Twizz Pop, shame when that platypus eviscerated him. Sounds like how somebody would meet their end in a Hitman game. Kind of fun and grateful he taught me the existence of Parsec, but turned out to be pretty toxic. Yeah, that's always the danger on Twitch. I wish there weren't so many toxic communities here, but you know. Gordon, Bennett's a Barracuda's brother. You really fixed me fish cage up good and proper. You really are a builder after all. Thanks for that. You might just have saved me bacon there. As a follower of the children, I'd be beating the living daylights out of you. Looking for you, I ain't. Gillian's the name. I fled Neome and came here as far away as I could get. There ain't nothing to do on this island but fish. What are you doing all the way out here? Are you into fishing too? Yes, I am. Pull the other one. You ain't no angler, you're fish. You spot your kind a mile off. Tell you what, you can have this. Consider it a little thank you present for mending me nets. Hell yes. I got a wibbly wobbly fishing rod. Cast a line and learn some lovely lunkers. Benko double Dutch licorice. Wow. Oh, is he really shitty to his kid on stream? That's messed up. Like, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I discovered today I've been working at home for 6 weeks now. We had an all company meeting and the CEO just happened to drop that little tidbit on us. And 5 of those weeks have been with my kids. And I love my kids dearly, but man, it gets hard to be with them all the time. Actually watched your first Dr. Disrespect stream the other day out of curiosity. He's a parody of Toxic Gamers. After watching that, he's not a... Yeah. Dr. Disrespect is like the ultimate example of, like, you are who you pretend to be. How often have you told your kids on stream that you hate them? Never. And I've never told them that directly, and I never would because, holy shit, you would never tell a child that. So yeah. Yeah. I guess what I'm saying is I understand the frustrations at the root of behavior like that, but that kind of behavior is like you can never give into that kind of behavior ever. Yeah, you cannot do that with children. 100% inexcusable. If you sniff butts for too long, you too will become a butt. No, Manic, 100% agree. Strong agree. Like, I sympathize with the frustrations, but I will never accept someone stooping to that kind of behavior. Yeah, you did the right thing. River, lake, pond, or ocean, wherever there's water, you'll find fish. See a wet patch, cast a line, and play the waiting game. Oh, would you like me to quest for fish? Or say until you lit the fishing fire in your belly. Let me teach you ancient mysteries of fishing? Yes! Says swatting child services. Actually do them some good, even. True, Smokey, true. Way to give them recorded evidence. Alright, train me in the ways of fishing. Rocky bit what's jutting out in the sea, that's the best spot on the island for a fledgling fisher to start. Are you ready? Pop over there and cast off. What if I cast over there and pop off? Game's not super great about a certain part of this. When you reach it, I'll tell you what they... Alright, thank you, Manic. Till the Swin descends on streamer's home. Alright, let's see if I can catch a mackerel. Alright, here we go. See you. Is this like Animal Crossing? Yes, it is. Ah, okay, and then it's button mash. Oh god, I killed it. I killed it on the way in. Okay. Okay, so it's Animal Crossing. It's Animal Crossing casting, and then button mash. What? I can't really think of any fishing games that have button mashing reeling. Can you? Because Stardew had that bar where you had to keep it centered on the fish, and something like Link's Awakening had like you hold the button to reel it in at the angle, and then you kind of like maneuver it by reeling and letting go. Now you use a fishing rod, casts off any place there's water. Wanna know why I chose the remote island? I'm singing Chiller Argon. All their building's bad. Destruction's great nonsense. Proper starting to peck me head. So way to catch a coelacanth in Animal Crossing. Damn rare bastards. Last animal you need for the current month. I'm kind of glad I missed out on all the March stuff. I know that there were a couple fish and I think 1 or 2 bugs that I didn't catch in March, so it kind of broke the seal for me. I was like, okay, I don't have to stress about this. Deadly Premonition did the aim for the line bit, or did he use special? I never got to the fishing in Deadly Premonition. Maybe I would have liked it more if I had. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. You got another quest for me? Of course you do! Want to see something interesting? Now you fix the net, so I want you to see what happens when you release a mackerel into that fish cage. You won't be disappointed. Select a fish and press X to set it free. Just make sure you're in a stretch of water with plenty of swimming space when you do. Amazing! Wait, so I can have pet fish now? Deadly Premonition is like a bottom 10 intro sequence. Oh boy, well, look at that. I ain't never seen a happier mackerel in all my days. If you enjoyed that, why not make your own fish cages or tanks and fill them with fish? Watch them swim about whenever you like then. What could be more relaxing than that? Seriously, what could be more relaxing than that? A builder like you could make some pretty impressive places to keep your fish. The possibilities are endless. My god, they are. This game is so bad at letting you know what kind of game it is. Yeah. Yeah, and even once you get into it, the combat sections were such an intense turnoff. I couldn't handle it. The fishing in Deadly Premonition was great. I actually told you if when there's something special at your fishing spot and let you know if you got all the special stuff. Deadly Premonition. I only play Switch in portable mode. I just never had a large shadowfish show up when raining, even spamming fish food. Gosh, you're an island where you make all sorts of stuff with your mates? Got no excuses then. I wonder if I can get her to come back to the island with me. With Deadly Premonition is like... Deadly Premonition is like the worst great game I've ever played. I know it's a great game. Like, I can see hints of that greatness. Like, I get why people like it. But the experience of playing it is so bad. It's just so bad. The best thing you do with combat in Deadly Premonition is some side quests to get weapons to trivialize it. Yeah. Yeah, I think they probably should have leaned entirely into the whole murder mystery Twin Peaks investigation thing and just left combat out of it entirely. But I guess it was kind of the wrong era of gaming for that. You can get her to come back to your island. You cannot get her to do that now. Okay. Developer word of God was that combat was a publisher mandate. That sucks. I guess they didn't... Because this is a sweary game, right? Publisher made the Mad Combat. That makes tons of sense. I guess Swery didn't have the kind of pull he does now to be like, fuck no. Private quest lines locked behind third. That's fine. That's great. I'm cool with just starting fishing now and then coming back for a later. Did for D4. Shame that was mandated to use Kinect by Microsoft, which killed that game. Yeah, I watched a friend play D4. He really liked it. I really didn't. It put me off of Swery for a while, but JJ Macfield. I really enjoyed that game a lot. That really impressed me. Lojo High, what's up? What'd you miss? Whole lot of chat. We finished the first floor of the pyramid. You should you should absolutely play The Missing. It's a heavy game. Its core theme is pretty heavy, but it is a really good puzzle platformer and just an excellent experience overall. But yeah, we did the first floor of the pyramid. We're checking out the DLC islands right now, but I think other than learning fishing, there's not a whole lot to do on them. So when we go back, we're gonna do some more work on the Isle of Awakening. I might start working on Furrowfield. I've got some ideas. Christian's got you. How'd you like to catch something that ain't a mackerel? Right, as there's something to the tune of 40 different kinds of fish out there. If you thought it finished at mackerel, you don't know the scale of it. Jesus Christ, Gillian. Even your name is a pun. 40 fish. During your first playthrough, completely missed this island. You just never came here? Oh, man. Yeah, that was agonizing. Yeah, D4 at least plays well on PC. Like, the gameplay there at least doesn't hold it back. Levy knows, a master angler, you're going to have to look to the biggest and rarest fish that rivers and oceans have to offer. If you're up for the challenge, you best get started. See them rocks over there? Try casting a line off from them and see what you can hook. Each fish comes in 3 sizes. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. Oh, fuck. 120 if you want them all? Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. So what determines what kind of fish you're gonna fish up? Is it the kind of material that you're standing on? You get swordfish and use it as a sword. That would be cool. Perfect hit. You are beaten fish. Holy shit, look at this. That's a big ass fish. That's like Miku size. Depends somewhat. Okay. Yeah, it is a shame. Like, I wasn't super into D4, but it is a shame that it won't get continued, because it seemed like it deserved to. Same fish as the barred knife draw in Animal Crossing, yeah. Few fish are only found in a specific location. Well, this just means we have to fish every single where. Jillian, you're the worst. Catch all sorts of different fish depending on where you cast off from. If you want to catch the rarest kinds, you can't beat the rocks on the seashore. Well, I got a knack for this. You know that? When I first come here, I never in a million years thought I'd bump into someone like you. Only Finn was still here, and I've looked properly had fish on the brain. You're overjoyed to see how quickly you've taken to angling, I tell ya. I've never been a fan of episodic gaming. I understand that it's made some games possible. Like, there are games that simply wouldn't have been made if it weren't for episodic gaming, but it's not something that I enjoy buying into. I almost always wait until the whole thing is done and then buy it when it's done, because I like having complete experiences to work through. Wondering who this Finn character I keep banging on about is? Well, he's my fishing buddy. Went out on a fish fighting mission, never come back. Good bloke he was and all. Bit of a nosy so-and-so, but a mate nonetheless. Sad to see him gone, to be honest. Final Fantasy VII Remake could absolutely be done the way it currently has been so far as a single game. Yeah. I feel like though, from what I've seen of Final Fantasy VII Remake, it seems like they're conceiving it more as a game series than actually as episodic. Like, it does seem like this first game is like a complete experience on its own. But part of that is also going to heavily depend on how it proceeds from there. For Square Enix to release Final Fantasy 16 instead, I'm sure somebody there is working on it. Hopefully separate teams. Really love the fishing in Animal Crossing. I play a whole game of that with expand with hundreds more fish, baits, locations. Spellbound, that is exactly how I feel about Stardew Valley fishing. I want an entire game of Stardew Valley fishing because I really, really like the skill element. I really like the skill element and the progression in Stardew Valley. because you actually have to learn how the system works. You have to like learn how to feather the button. You have to learn the patterns for the different fish. You basically have to train up, and then once you've reached like that level of mastery where you can catch most fish, and you start looking for like the really rare and exotic fish, those are the ones that require some kind of crafting. Like they require better tools or better baits to get as well. So I feel like there's an entire structure for a full fishing game already in Stardew Valley that just needs to be like pulled out and expanded into a full game. Max did a great review today, calls it a Yakuza-like experience. Are you talking about Maximilian Dude? If you watch his streams, he did, I want to say it was either Sunday or Monday. I actually caught this. It must have been Sunday because I was actually watching a stream instead of streaming myself. He had finished Final Fantasy VII Remake, and he was talking about his general thoughts on the game. So he's doing a lore walkthrough right now. So yeah, if you guys are watching him on YouTube, I'm sure he'll have his like basically like review ending thoughts coming up soon. He also did a lot of speculation on how they're gonna do the next installment of Final Fantasy VII Remake. I really like listening to him. He's kind of, if I may be so bold, he's kind of an inspiration for my own streaming. Like I really like the way he handles himself, and like the way he'll play. He'll like if he gets a thought in his head, he'll stop and talk about that, and he'll expand upon it. He's always like interacting with his chat. Yeah, I really like him a lot. I really like him a lot. May not boldest voucher about. Oh, okay. Back to gameplay. Oh, we gotta cook the day's catch. Chuck that striped beakfish on the bonfire. All right, cool. Yeah, I like him a lot. I mean, I think the big thing is he's just so genuinely delighted by stuff. Like he gets genuinely excited by things, and that's really fun to see. Like I don't think I've ever been as excited for anything in my life as he gets about just like random characters added to some fighting game. We were talking about Maximilian Dude. He is he's streaming right now actually. If you want to pop out for a second and check him out. I won't be insulted at all. I really like the guy. He's probably the biggest fighting game community streamer on Twitch. He's the biggest one that I've seen. But he also does a lot of retro gaming, and he's a like Final Fantasy VII super fan. So his streams are really good. Yeah, he's a really fun, interesting guy. He knows a lot about the industry, knows what he's talking about, and he will just, he'll have a night where he's like playing like Street Fighter 3 or Tekken or whatever, and he'll get on a topic and he'll just put the controller down and chat for like 2 hours. He will just go on and on and on about his thoughts on a game or the industry or storytelling or characters or whatever. Just really, really fun, really interesting guy to listen to. Yeah, in front of like 11,000 people. Yeah, he has a huge viewer base, and he still interacts with them too. He's really good about interacting with his chat as well. I mean, it's pretty much always in like slow follower mode, I think, but like that's literally the only way you can manage a chat that big. I like having him on at least when I'm like playing stuff late at night, just to hear what he's talking about. Pretty good source for game news too, especially regarding fighting games. Like he's helping me stay abreast of Guilty Gear Strive development, which I'm really interested in. Massive spoilers over there right now, yeah, I'm sure. Or blimey, that's delicious. I always say that when it comes to fish. You gotta keep it simple and use only the freshest ingredients. Chuck in a few veggies and whatnot next time. I'm sure you can come up with some great, tasty recipes. Oh shit, I got a straw hat. Sweet. Let's try it on. Yeah, if you go through his VODs, you can check out his full playthrough, his full original playthrough of the game. And he was like... Love it. His mods were like scorched fucking earth on spoilers when he was doing his first blind playthrough, so... Belly's full, I feel like doing some more fishing, but I got a slightly trickier challenge in mind for you this time. When it gets that big, it feels like any time to be real with the chat, this goddamn huge just feels somewhat empty. Not an accusation, I just wonder if it counts for much with all the streamers. I think it's worth checking out, like, I'm sure it's hard. I'm sure it's a very hard thing for big streamers. You know, it's easy for me because, you know, chat's right here. It's, as long as I'm not playing something super intense, I can just look over, I can see what everybody's written. You know, I remember everybody who's here. And like everybody's quirks and personalities and interests and stuff. So it's easy for me to talk to you guys, you know, because we're buddies. We're online buddies now, right? With a huge chat like that, you know, that's pretty much impossible. Like I'm sure they've got like stream regulars that have been around for years or whatever that they can kind of pick out of the crowd and respond to, and you know, they respond to any interesting comments and stuff. But I do think there are people like Maximilian Dude and Barbarous King who have huge viewer bases and still manage to be very, very personable and very open with them. Yeah, that's Barbarous King. He's probably my favorite big streamer right now. Part of that is he streams when I'm working, so it's easy to just have him on the other screen. And he plays... He's interesting because he's a Mario streamer. He's mainly a ROM hacker, and like he plays like Kaizo Mario. But with the advent of Mario Maker, he spends most of his time doing Mario Maker streams. But he also does ROM hack development streams in the evening, and those are super interesting. Because he's basically doing like a very specific kind of platforming game development on stream, and it's super cool. It makes me want to try making a ROM hack, even though I don't think I've even never played a ROM hack. So, all right, so there's some fishing techniques we need to learn. I want to see if we can catch a rockfish, a clownfish, and a sunfish, and release them in the cage when they're done. Boy, that poor striped bastard we just cooked up got the short end of the pole, didn't he? Started really watching when we started playing Dark Souls on the side. Neat little cadre. If you had a bigger base, it'd be less likely to actually care about the stream this room. That's fair. That's entirely understandable. You know. There are streamers that I used to watch that I don't watch anymore. Because since I became a streamer myself, I realized how little interaction they had with their chat. And that, once I started streaming myself, that became a major turnoff. Once I started streaming myself, I started watching a lot fewer YouTube videos of playthroughs and a lot more streamers. And I pretty much just stopped watching anybody who didn't really interact with their chat. So, and yes, it's very different interactions between a chat of this size and a chat of like thousands. So yeah, that makes absolute sense. I mean, if it wasn't a big draw of streaming before quarantine, it sure as hell is now. Like this is how I get my like social interaction with people of similar interests. You know, I have my family that I'm around all the time, and you know, we play games together, we watch stuff together, and that's cool. I love my family. I have my coworkers that I talk to on Slack, but that's mostly about work stuff. We're all interested in different things. Y'all are who I can talk gaming with, and I need that. I need that so bad. Like, it's like, you know, I had that in grade school, I had that in college, I had that when I lived in Japan, I had that when I worked QA here. But then this job, I'm still working at a game company, but the folks that I work with, I am far and away the biggest gamer in my department. At least in terms of variety. I think there's people that spend more hours playing games than I do, but they tend to be more specific, more siloed about it. So it's hard for me to find people to talk to about, you know, like Horizon's Gate or Aranorth Reborn, you know? So, and, you know, to also just kind of chat about stuff like this, So yeah, these streams, I mean, that's one reason I'm streaming every night except Sunday now, is I kind of need this. These streams are helping me stay sane. And they do a lot for morale, at least. I have this problem IRL all the time. People ask what games I like, and that's complicated. Oh my god, Harmby, I know, dude. I've actually come to hate the what's your favorite game question, because they've never heard of it. And then the discussion goes from just like shooting the shit about popular games to me having to explain what Invisible Ink is or what Grim Dawn is, you know? And it's like I need people that I can just talk about this stuff with, you know, where I can be like, oh, new Grim Dawn expansion's coming out. They're focusing on like the Aetherials this time. Like, looks really cool. Or yeah, stuff like that. So the same, we started interacting here, lo and behold, you responded. Oh, that was back during Surge 2. Oh my god. There's another way Twitch works other than budget. Anyone can stream whatever cable app. Yeah. It's so, like, it's so trite to say, but it absolutely is all about the community, you know? It's, in the end, you know, the game that you're playing can bring people in, but the community that you have, like, keeps people here. You know? I know that's not what everybody's looking for. A lot of people just want to see, like, you know, like pro-tier, god-tier gamers, like, owning people. And I understand that. It's cool to watch people be good at things, you know? Some people want to watch popular people do things. But no, I'm here to meet people and chat with people who have similar interests and can also, like show me, teach me new things about the gaming world. And oh, that's weird. I didn't know I could do that. I talk more about games than actually play games. I usually just watch YouTube and talk shop with people. Yeah. Spell out. Apologies to your boner. Didn't think of yourself as an Animal Crossing player, but ever since you picked up the Switch version, I've been doing it a lot. Yeah. I had a feeling I would like Animal Crossing a lot. It's very much my speed of game. Just chill, pop in for an hour a day and do stuff. Quarantine has pretty much become Neo time. If you have the time, it's a great time to like really work on a game and like just get all the way through it. So I like the way I'm doing this. I like that I have a big game like Dragon Quest Builders to work through, like admittedly very, very slowly because I sit here and chat with y'all instead of playing the game, but that's the fun part. But it's fun to have a big game to work through, and then like stuff like FTL to do runs in, and Fridays to do all kinds of random games, and have a night for console games. So it was nice. You know, I posted that discussion question in Discord. It's nice to know that pretty much everybody is interested in the variety aspect. That it's not, people are not really looking for me to become like more focused on playthroughs or become like a thing streamer, because I think doing this variety, doing different stuff almost every night is a lot of fun. Casually mentions once I occasionally play games. Now every day the old ladies at work ask if I conquered the galaxy when I see that. That's cute. That's so cute. Not normally a big fan of games that need you to visit them daily. You're stoked about trying Animal Crossing for the first time. I think Animal Crossing is just very not demanding. Like, there's really nothing about it that demands that you show up every day. Like, there's not login rewards or anything. So it's probably the best kind. It's the best game of that kind. Wow, Ardame, this is the first stream you started watching regularly. started to spread out a bit. All smaller channels allow interaction. Yeah, there are a lot of channels out there that do what I do, and I mean I love a lot of them myself. Like hopefully you all have had a chance to check out Tino over at Badweed by now. He like I love watching him so much. I haven't been able to watch him as much as I wanted lately because I've actually been so much busier working from home than I normally am working from the office. I like watching him. Echo Far, of course. I think we all love our buddy Echo Far. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool streamers out there. It's hard to discover them, you know. It's hard to just wander out there and find people watch sometimes. Aren't a lot of streamers out there do because you did be watching them. Well done. Thank you, Smokey. I'm glad. I'm really glad we've all kind of found a place to just hang out and chat about stuff. You know, I mean, it's hard to remember. It's hard to remember when I started doing this. And I was playing random games. I was trying to figure out what kind of stuff I should. I mean, I was streaming the stuff I was reviewing. You know, that was basically it. I was basically just streaming my review playthroughs of things, or my first looks at things. And it's hard to remember how things were before we had a group where we'd come in here and, you know, we could just sit and talk about stuff, you know? A lot of people want to be a thing streamer or think that works. So I feel like, based on my experiences, I feel like there's kind of two ways to approach growing your stream. I think what I do, I think the variety streaming thing is like the slow and steady route. I feel like, because, you know, I change games all the time. Like, pretty much every day we have a different game. And then on most nights, I think there's like one or two new people that pop in that haven't been here before, that are like, oh, who's this person? What are they playing? Like, oh, they're playing this game I really like. Let's see what they're doing. And then on occasion, they stay. And you can basically do that indefinitely. As long as you're playing different games, as long as you're playing stuff that you enjoy and the community that you're building enjoys, I think it's a slow, steady ramp upward. Because we're definitely, you know, the streams that we're having now are, on average, the biggest ones we've ever had. I don't look at how many viewers we have at the moment, but I look at the metrics between streams. And it's been a very steady rise over the last couple of months. So I think that's the advantage of variety streaming. I think thing streamers are the other way to go, and I feel like that's high risk, high reward. Because I feel like you have to pick the right game. You have to pick something that's popular, but not too popular, because you have to be able to carve out a niche for yourself in that community. I think networking, I mean, networking is a big part of stream growth regardless, you know, like rating other streamers, finding other streamers you like, learning from other streamers, partnering up with other streamers. Like that's important for growing a channel no matter what. But I think for thing streamers, you have to be a part of the community. You have to get to know other people in the community and kind of build a crew with that. And a huge, like the health of your streams is going to hugely depend on the health of the game on Twitch, how it's going. I like the variety and like that you aren't doing with damn near everyone else is playing the newest game out, popular series, popular multiplayer game now. I would love to be on a stream team. Stream teams have to be made by partners though, so I would have to be invited by a partner. Or if and when I become a partner, I can form my own stream team and invite all my buddies. A thing streamer does either one game or a genre of games. So like people who only stream Dead by Daylight, or only stream Fortnite, or only stream multiplayer first-person shooters. Oh, Smite's Arcade Pit? I watched that a couple times. Smite's, I like Smite a lot. Smite's a great streamer. Yeah. So I think you can grow a lot faster as a Thing streamer, but you have to catch the crest. Like Thing streaming is like surfing. Like you have to catch the right wave, but if you catch the right one, like you're set all the way into to the shore. And variety streaming is more like being in a robot. You're not gonna get there as fast, but you're gonna get there eventually, as long as you stick with it. Also, subgenre is speedrunner streamer. I mean, I kind of consider them Thing streamers as well. Like, I would consider Arcus a Thing streamer, because he's very specifically... Well, I say that, but he's actually branched out a lot in the last couple months. So, Arcus used to only do NES speedruns. That was his thing. He's the world record holder for the original Ninja Gaiden. He's also, like, literally the most zen streamer on earth. He is like, the most relaxing person to watch ever. But recently, he got a Switch, and he started streaming Mario Maker and Dragon Quest XI. He also does cooking streams, which are really fun to watch. I have a Monday, Friday game, intend to play completion, and I throw in Link to the Past randomizers throughout the week. Oh, cool, Manic. I'll have to check that. You know, Manic, I feel bad. I've never actually checked out one of your streams. I will have to go out and at least check out the VODs. Be interesting to see what you do. Oh, that's what you were doing before the raid? Yeah, I gotta check that out then. Let's pretend we're playing this game still. I should have just clicked through that and started fishing. Yeah, Smite is a real good streamer. He does good commentary. Arcade Pit's really interesting. I'm not the biggest fan of his review style, but it's a very kitschy, Smite specific way to do it. Get it. Oh, this one's a fighter. He's fighting. Oh god, there's press and hold prompts too. Holy shit, okay. Oh wow, okay. So this is gonna be tricky. Alright, we got Rockfish. Yeah, the Mega Man reviews. His Mega Man reviews. That's such a goofy way to do game reviews. Thought about streaming, think you'd be better off not doing so. Want to stream horror, but you're not Scream Queen or Markiplier or whatever. Smokey, were you around for our horror streams last year? Because traditionally, I always did horror games in October and the months leading up. And I think you can do just fine without the like stupid overreactions to horror games. The Gunu is streaming himself doing ham radio stuff that stopped a while back for whatever reason. Didn't hear about that. Slow Beef's another good streamer you should check out. I mean, he's kind of the grandfather of Let's Plays in general. But he does all kinds of cool stuff. He does a lot of horror games. He was playing through Siren a while back. That was really interesting to watch. But he does older console games, and occasionally he does like fan translation work. Like he was doing a fan translation of Brain of the Dead back when we were playing it. Last year's Spooky Games was on your first streams, yours. That's because I'm a genuinely jumpy person, and I can't help it, and I feel kind of dumb about it sometimes. Oh, you were watching Slow Beef all the way back to the Immortal? Dude. I remember that. I remember that worm death avatar he had. Does he still have that? On the forums? Ham radio's had an upsurge in interest now because it's an indoor hobby. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, that's a big-ass fish. Get on my hook. Perfect hit. All right, get up. Get up. Gotcha. What do we get? I knocked my ass down. Holy fuck. got a giant fucking sunfish. Left something awful? Yeah, that's understandable. I know for me, something awful used to be something I did every single day. Something awful was like my internet. That is like, that was just how I filtered the internet, was through different threads. And honestly, now that I have my own community, now that I have y'all to hang as a baby whale, now that I have y'all to hang out with, like I much prefer spending my time like chatting with y'all in Discord or here than trawling the forums. So feels like forum traffic really died off in the past couple months. It's ironic too, considering the rise of the quarantine. But I think a lot of people might have just aged out of it. You know, I think it's hard to avoid with a place like that. I think there's still a very strong contingent who's trying to keep it the same kind of like edgy internet comedy place that it always is, and they certainly made progress getting rid of some of the shittier mods and oh, we got another mackerel. Getting rid of some of the shittier mods and like getting rid of FYID. Oh, there's a book back here. But I don't know if it'll ever really be enough to change the true tone of it. And I do, as much as I've loved going to Something Awful for the last, Christ, like 15 years, I think I might finally be aging out of the like hot takes and flame wars. Happen to get banned again, won't buy back in. So silent in a specific gaming thread zone and Something Awful. I think I don't know what most of the forums are like. Oh yeah, the party playing Jones bullshit. That was awful. That was so stupid. It doesn't have the same old vibe it used to when it wasn't so corrupt. It still was that font of internet comedy that was so valued. As long as they keep their low tax and minors. Yeah. I don't know. Like my cornerstone of Something Awful was always the Steam thread, and that's actually picked up in traffic in the last couple of weeks. But I feel like it's also mostly like, I don't really want to call it white noise discussion, but I don't know. Like I don't really have any interest in hearing people like relitigate the Assassin's Creed series or the Far Cry series, or come back to the same old hot takes about Fallout, or I don't know. I feel like for a long time when I was posting there were a lot more effort posts about like game impressions and stuff. You know, the kind of stuff that inspired me to do my thing. And now I kind of feel like the only person who's doing it. And I didn't mind that because it's been like that for a while. Like I didn't mind just like posting reviews into space and seeing who it helps. But I don't know, I feel like the discussions have also degraded in quality, and I'm not really so interested in sticking around for that. You joined to read an LP and for the Bad Company 2 thread. First one was a Crackhead Clubhouse, the comic book nerd. Dudes, guys, I'm not ashamed to admit I joined for the porn forum. Like I joined back in the days of DPPH. And then I discovered, wow, there are discussions attached to this. And wow, some of these people are really cool. I lurked though. I was a hardcore lurker for like 10 years. I do, Hieronymus. Forever etched in the dark recesses of my brain. Yeah. Love the thread in TCC there about people using their college chemistry labs to cook meth under the radar. Way too shy, yeah. Well, I was originally Zombie Samurai. My name got changed. I think one of the admins did one of those post here to have your name randomly changed threads like 5 years ago or something, and I became Too Shy Guy. No, it wasn't that long ago. It was 3 or 4 years ago. But yeah, I was originally Zombie Samurai because at the time in college, I was playing the Legend of the Five Rings collectible card game. and I was a Shadowlands player. So I played all the Oni and undead and stuff, and I had one of my cornerstone cards was a zombie samurai. So in my infinite creativity, I originally called my account Zombie Samurai. Always there for the photoshops. 90% of the entries in a given Photoshop thread these days. I didn't even know they still did Photoshop threads. That I think is one of the real tragedies, that those fell off. Like the Photoshop threads used to have some absolute gold in them. Sigourney Chivos. I recognize you from your avatar, because it's still at least I don't know if it still is, but you saw the punchy hamburger. Still a lurker for 20 years. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Angler's Almanac. Cast my mind back to my youth. I recall an old bodkin who lived on the waterfront. He's potty about fishing. One day took me in as apprentice. Bodkin taught me everything I know about angling. The most important thing I learned from him is we do not fish with a rod. We fish with our I do not kill with my hand. I kill with my heart. Dude, the old Photoshop duels. Yeah, those are awesome. Small secret attached to that. If you're up on your forums, Larry, you might notice it. Post count's definitely in the low hundreds, and I've had an account for a decade, yeah. I mean, I feel like for a long time it was kind of hard to find... I wasn't really the style of poster that Something Awful had for like the first 10 years. And only when it started to evolve into more mature discussion did I feel like I really had anything to contribute. Fark. Oh my god, I remember Fark. Follow the fish with our mind's eye, our hearts will tell us when to reel in. That is the true essence of fishing. Bodkin showed me that fishing is like a game we must play with nature. A game we win not with our rod or tackle, but with our hearts. This in mind, I will now divulge all the Bodkin's teachers to you, dear reader. I do not claim to be a learned man, but I write this book with thoughts of fishing at the forefront of my mind. I hope avid anglers and future generations will find my words use. Nosh. Fisherman of Rimuldar. Rimuldar. That's in Dragon Quest 2, right? That's one of the towns you can visit, isn't it? Miku gently closes the book. Yep, that's enough for me. Oh, I don't want to release the fish. 19-year-old account, 1,663 posts. 0.024 per day. It's funny. I will take all of your mackerels. What else can I fish? No, I don't want to release it. I need to put that on something else. Fifi should start a streaming career. Okay, we're getting lots of mackerels. Wondering why villagers won't move your island Animal Crossing. What would help? What's the secret? Having land ready for them. You don't say. Our fish, is he levitating? Wow, this one's a fighter, isn't he? Come on, you. I gotcha. Got another rockfish. Which of the three fish are you missing? I have the rockfish and the sunfish. I need... Wow, he's big. What was it? Goldfish? I don't remember. Clownfish, that was it. We need to find Nemo. Wait, would it be in the coral over there? Would it be around here? Can only be fished out while standing on muddy soil, which is at the lagoon. Okay. Is that muddy soil? The poor... Ah, this is the poor leg spline thing. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely needed that. Okay, I think this is what we need. About the red light district, Tom Nook has made below board businesses. Whoops. I think that was the one I needed to. Clownfish is the smallest kind. Yeah, I think I just botched a clownfish reel. That was what, a mackerel? Yeah. Okay, we got this. I just need one of the little ones. I need the little one. Though... I wouldn't mind catching another sunfish. Okay, we'll get the little one after this. I like how the water just explodes. Amazon said they wouldn't ship my computer parts until the end of the month, so I ordered Rune Factory 4 for the Switch to maybe kill time until then. Then they shipped everything. Okay, now we need a small one. No, I don't need that. Amazon's only ship important stuff. COVID policy only exists on paper. They still ship everything just as fast as before. Oh, nuts. Okay. I didn't realize there was another one in there. Come on, tiny fish. Okay, tiny fish. Tiny fish, go. Not you. All right, little guy, you're up. Perfect. I love that the meter's a fishbone, too. Yay! Wow, Nemo got big. Dodgy HDMI splitter ordered to stream from the PS TV wasn't supposed to arrive until May, but actually came on Saturday. I should mention that to my wife. She's been holding off on ordering some stuff and seeing if she can get it in person. Silhouettes. Oh, I'm stupid. I caught all the fish. I just need to release them. Hook an angry fish. What you gotta do is press and hold until it's tired. Then bash A. Depending on where you're standing. Okay. You only can find rockfish when you stood on rocks in it. Okay, so I got him. I just need to release him now. Oh. These big bastards. Not everything. It's been hit or miss for you. Got some stuff in 2 days, other stuff a week. One item isn't arriving until next month. Wow. Wow. Happy about Santa wipes and the distributor right before this all went down. Yeah, we're in really good shape with all of our stuff. My wife just goes out to get like fresh fruits and vegetables like once a week. And then we replenish milk and egg stocks like once every 2 or 3 weeks. Hey! Damn, Kruger, that sounds awesome. That is nice. You should be looking forward to that. Man, think of all the good gaming you can do with that. Alright. You know, I just realized I caught 5 different kinds of fish already. Picked up the basics faster than what I give it credit for. Learned everything? What now? It's all species that live in these waters. Don't worry, remember what I said before? There's 40 different kinds of fish out there. I've traveled far and wide to catch them all. What the heck was that? Over there, Miku. I swear down I saw a golden glimmer. If it's a fish, a proper rare one. Already impressed with the M2 SSD stuff? Yeah, they've done a lot with SSDs. Strangler, like, you can't let a chance like this slip through your fingers, so get over them rocks and cast off. All right, cool. That was really cool. I actually sat through the PS5 like tech presentation a couple weeks back. I actually thought it was really interesting how much emphasis they're putting on solid-state drives and loading times. If they actually follow through with that stuff, I think people are going to be really, really happy. Had our shelter-in-place order extended to May 15th today. I live in California. Gavin Newsom has been one of the hardest hardliners about shelter-in-place orders. We've already been assured by the LA school district that schools are going to be closed for the entire academic year and for the summer. And there's basically no way businesses can go back to work if the schools are closed. So I think here in California, we're looking at being locked down probably until fall. That's what I'm expecting. Live in Texas, Abbots. I am so sorry, Manic. I am so sorry to hear that. Stay the fuck away from everyone. Like, I am legit concerned for people that live in these shitty red states where they're just like, yep, we've been locked up for 3 weeks. Time to go back out. Everybody go shopping, go to the beach, get that economy humming. Everything except Philly is getting opened up on May 8th in Pennsylvania. Yeah. They're getting some small pressure here in Los Angeles from the beach cities, because that's where the shitty old boomers live around here. But I don't think they're gonna budge. I think everything's gonna stay locked down. I'm actually shocked at how good Newsom has been about all this. I wasn't expecting much based on his background, but somehow he's been to the left of Jerry Brown, which has blown my mind and my line. Yeah, George's is super fucked. It's crazy. The movement? Yeah. What we got? What we got? Hey. What you got, Miku? Miku obtains a thug's mug. I would agree with that, Manic. If you're protesting the shelter-in-place order, you're an ally of COVID-19. Yeah, it's just... Sis lives and works in Atlanta. I used to live there. Not happy with how shit has been handled there. Hieronymus, I really think you missed your calling as like a Dark Ages despot. I think you would have been perfect. But yeah, it's... I mean, yes, the obvious tragedy is people are going to die because of this. People who did not need or deserve to die. Because it's not just going to affect the idiots that are going out and breaking quarantine and demanding that quarantine be lifted too early that are going to suffer. It's the people they interact with it as well. And those people are not going to deserve what happens to them. That's the big tragedy. But also, it's going to push this out further. Holy shit. Earthquake. I felt the earth move. Okay, hang on a second. I'm gonna check on my family real quick. Make sure nobody's too freaked out, okay? I will be back, don't worry. Well, shit. Tonight's been eventful, hasn't it? This man boobs jiggled like tectonics. Yep, that's what it looks like. Okay, well, my wife's fine. My wife is working downstairs. She was just surprised. And my kids sleep like dead people, so they're cool. You remember when Philly had an earthquake? My parents, actually, before they moved out of North Carolina, they were there for the relatively big earthquake that they got a couple of years back. It might have been when Virginia had that 5.6, yeah. I almost don't believe it. I think he shows Shatner throw himself across his desk to really sell it. I'm sure it'll be in the news tomorrow. I mean, that was either really close or really big somewhere else. And hopefully it's the former. Because if it's the latter, this is the wrong time to have a big-ass earthquake. So, but I'm sure you'll see something pop up in the news in the next hour or so. We don't ever really have, like, I know it's California, I know it's Los Angeles. We don't really have big earthquakes very often. I don't know if I'm freaking out or if I'm still feeling like tremors or something. I feel like my ass is moving. Not in the good way. 3.8 at View Park, Windsor Hills. Okay. Knowing how 2020 is going, the Yellowstone caldera is going to go off. Yeah. I think the planet's just sick of our shit. The planet is tired of all this bullshit, and seeing Final Fantasy VII Remake coming made it go back and play Final Fantasy VII OG, and it's like, you know what? Yeah, fuck people. Let's just undo this shit. Let's meteor this. Moved here last year. I live in post-apocalyptic South Philly. But yeah, since I've lived here, we've only had one really big one that I can remember. And it was just a year or two after we got here. And it was strong enough to, so I guess this would have been in like 2010 maybe. It was big enough to rattle the windows, move the furniture, knock stuff off of shelves. There's a couple, for those of you that haven't really experienced earthquakes, there's a couple different kinds. The one that we just had here was just like, the more intense ones of those are just like really intense vibrating. Those feel weird, but I'm mostly okay with that. The ones I hate, the ones I really, really hate, and I felt this once when I was living in Japan, is the one where like, it's like the earth is like, it's not vibrating, it's moving. I had one in Japan where it was like, for like 20 or 30 seconds. And it wasn't hard enough to break anything, but it scared the fuck out of me. It was one of the most terrifying experiences of my life because of how unnatural it felt. The vibration is one thing. Like that, you know, you feel a bit of that when you're like in a building near the freeway and like tractor trailers are going by, or like there's a moving truck outside, or the garbage truck or something. Yeah, but the ones where it's like shifting, where like the earth is like moving back and forth on you. Oh, I hated that. So the Final Fantasy VII Remake Coming Earth was like, they don't need this, it hasn't been that long. Game wasn't that good, why they need this? Time to reboot. Lorna Prieta Earthquake, I was marching around with the ROTC cadre, and Sergeant called out, hit the deck. So you were lying on the, oh my God, Dominic. Wow, yeah, rolling earthquakes. There was a little kid during the quake in 91 or thereabouts. I remember running outside and grabbing out of the grass and thinking I was going to fly into the sky. Oh shit, Kruger. Yeah, I was lucky. I lived on the East Coast. I lived on the East Coast all through college. So I don't think I ever experienced a single earthquake growing up. And then I moved to Japan. I lived in Japan for 3 years, and I experienced like 3 or 4 really scary ones there. And then I moved here. So obviously I didn't learn my lesson. Had one of those when you were a kid at work at a department store, bizarre, see every hanging product going back and forth. Yeah. Oh, Lodra, you're in the Northridge earthquake. Wow, there was a roar. God, that must have been terrifying. I cannot imagine. Like these little ones, these little ones, no pun intended. I'm saying that up front, but these little ones shake me. They do leave me a bit shaken. The rolling ones freak me out completely, but even the little ones, they still like, I say I'm okay with them, but still like, because then you wonder if anything else is coming. Like you can't help it. Earthquake didn't ever roar, but the pre-shocks and the aftershocks did. Little earthquakes. Cues up Tori Amos. I remember I seen that mask before. It belongs to Finn. Oh shit, we found Finn's mask. Went out to sea in search of new fish. Poor bloke never came back. Love that mask. Never took the thing off. Not even when he was kipping. If it ain't on his head, it can only mean one thing. Geezer ain't in the land of the living no more. Oh no, losing is a big blow, but we're anglers at the end of the day. We know the ocean can change its mood in the blink of an eye. He's his pops his clogs, doing what he loved. Fish up that mast here. Finn's boat camp sunk too far away. I'd love to give the bloke a proper send-off. It's right there. You can see it. I go myself, but I got a pathological fear of being submerged in liquid. Yeah, someone clipped the earthquake. That's, I kind of want to rewatch that myself to see my own reaction. What's all this done? Like a living nightmare. I don't know quite how much longer I can bear this. I'm in rather the pickle. Miku hears a voice coming from under the seabed. She might be able to clear some sand out of the way and find out where it's coming from. Really? What the hell? Oh, this is cool. So look at that starfish. Look at that clam. I found him! Huh? Look at this beefcake! Jesus Christ! It's like a fucking WWE wrestler with like the face of a 12-year-old. My good lady, please do not sneak up on me like that. You gave me such a nasty fright that I nearly had a little accident. The fuck are you getting in this air pocket? Because I was scared. I've been trapped down here for rather a long time. It's been a while since... You know. Hold on a second. What's that you have there? I don't believe it belongs to you. It's mine. I demand that you return to me this instant. Yeah, buddy. Honestly, you need it. Burly Beefcake is back to his old self. Lovely jubbly. So here are you two anyhow. Not that matters. You see me mug. I'm afraid I can't let you leave here alive. You what? Your builder? Gillian asked you to come down and fish the corpse of a bloke called Finn out of water? There ain't no dead bodies down here. However, you're in luck, because I'm Finn. Down here, because I fell off the boat I was sailing on. When I woke up in this cave, it was like, okay. So he has no idea how he ended up down here either. And like, God damn, I'm sexy. Doesn't look like there's anything else down here. Earthquake is trending on Twitter. I mean, what happens when it happens in a place as populated as this? Yeah. Talking a completely different accent. Yeah, I think the mask does it. I think the mask turns them Cockney or whatever. Yeah, let's go say hey to Jillian. She thought you were dead. Also, how did she miss this? Like, she said Finn left to go search for new fish, but the shipwreck is literally within eyesight of her. Like, how the Christ did she miss what happened? Is there any cool stuff on the ocean floor, by the way? Wow, she didn't bother to wait for us either. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Hey, you. Fuck up. He's alive! I'm back, Jillian. I can never live with myself. I died and left you all alone. Blimey, it ain't half good to see you again, me darling. You guys look like that little muscle mutant kitty that you saw direct-to-video movies himself called. Oh, God, yeah. Didn't he end up in a really bad place? Like, didn't his life, well, kind of go the way of many child actors and celebrities? Ran away from the children. Argon, he followed me, said I need protection. I told him, get out of it. And he started crying, so I let him tag along. Thanks for saving me, mate. Means a lot. Oh, I got a chic swimsuit. Oh, shit. Put this on. 2 new hairstyles are now available. And I realized something. Oh, I can dye him too. Nice. Hey, hold on a tick. Beautiful. Beautiful. We look amazing. Just check out what that mutation does to cows. Oh, God. He's all grown up. He's embraced the dad bod. Well, good for him. Good for him. Dad bod ain't so bad. Whippets can get it too. That has to look really weird. Last to save me, Bacon says she's really a builder. What a load of tosh. I know you went buying that story for a second. You make me build you some bullshit then. A newfangled kind of fishing spot. What do you have in mind? You don't care what I think. Builder don't have to prove nothing to no one. Prove yourself an angler instead. I want you to go to the underground lake and crumble done and bring me back some fish. Angelfish. Interesting. Okay, so we actually have to go to different islands for this. I did not expect that. All right, well, I guess we're done here for now, which is fine. We somehow stretched like 5 quests on this island into like an hour and a half of content. We spent so much time talking. Nitrous cartridge. Alright, let's go home and do some work on the home island for a bit. Oh, and before it gets too late, let's talk schedule real quick. So tomorrow night, more FTL runs. I think I'm gonna keep it on easy with enhanced content enabled, and we're gonna finish the run from last week, and we're gonna try and squeeze in 2 more because I want to get more used to the enhanced content stuff and figure out how to use stuff like hacking and mind control. Thursday we'll be back on this. Still working on the Isle of Awakening. We're not going to be leaving here anytime soon. We're not going to leave until we've built up Furrow Field. We've completed most of the Crumble Done stuff. And we might also go ahead and do more of the fishing quests as well, since we can just go back to that one island. We can go back to Crumble Done. Friday, we're doing typing games. You're definitely going to want to be here for that, because we're going to start with a true classic of the genre. Yeah, let's start working on Green Gardens. Saturday, I know y'all have been waiting for this one. On Saturday, we're finally gonna start Shining Force 2. And then next Monday, we are going to do our final Hitman 2 stream, and also that's gonna be the end of the current Monday vote. So if you haven't voted yet, now would be the time to do it. Please take out Epistory. Yes, I have Epistory. That's not what we're going to lead with, but I will play Epistory on Friday. What do they want? Rooms, a restaurant, a room up somewhere high, lots of well, we're going to do meadows and maybe forests. Oh, we're almost there on water. Build a farm, lots of fields. Man, there's a lot of these. All right, we need to get to work. First things first, I need to greenify this field here. Yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff happening this week. Stuff that I am very, very excited about. Okay, tell me this is the right kind of stuff here. Yes, that matches. Okay, good. All right. So kind of mindless. We are going to go and prevent the confusion in the city. I was actually shocked it was so easy to get it working. I actually played a bit over the weekend, and oh my god, the voiceover is y'all. It's worse than I remember, if that's even possible. It's something. is definitely something. Amazing. We'll do some further terraforming. Right now, I just want to get everything changed around to the correct kind of grass. Then we'll go get rid of the dead trees and stuff. Okay, that's not quite what I meant to do, but okay. I'll leave the rock for now. I kind of like the way the rock looks. But yeah, the plan for Friday is that an indie typing game that one of y'all linked on Itch.io and Epistory. So it should be good times. Guess we'll go ahead and do this. Yeah, I grabbed Type Dreams. You consider that a perfect game? Interesting. Change this up. Hang on. You almost had it. You had it. There we go. Good going, Mika. It does do what it sets out to do perfectly. That is true. I will absolutely grant you that. It's a pretty amazing experience, all things considered. Wait, I need that grass. Oh, I need this grass. This is good. This is a good thing. The more lemongrass, the better. It does annoy me that apparently forest grass is its own kind of grass. Yeah, I'll replace that. It's fine. It does have a really good soundtrack too, doesn't it? That is a good point. It's like 5 to 6 different kinds of grass. Damn it. I actually don't like that in building games. That's actually something that annoys me, and I think it might come from my experiences with Starbound. Like Starbound is one of the few building games that actually had too many blocks. Because it became impossible to find and use the ones you actually wanted. And that greatly frustrated me about that game. Let's see. Honestly, I want to do all this. I want to do this whole area. It looks like this could be another river, actually. Let me see if I can work that out. The rest of tonight might just be terraforming. I'll warn you now. Those are the best block skull. Everything looks like Parisian catacombs. I mean, there were absolutely some like really cool areas in there's some cool biomes. There's a lot of cool stuff in Starbound, but it didn't end up making a very good game. Was the problem. I'll have to fix that. Actually, do I have what kind of is this Umber? I think this is Umber. Right? Yeah, this is Umber. Okay, cool. Alright, we did that right. Yeah, I feel like we could afford to make even more water here. Because I've got some ideas let's see. If we go this way, we could maybe route like a narrow little river around through here. Yeah, I think this could be pretty cool, actually. Yeah. And then, what's this down here? Wait, this was something. That's fine. It might actually make more sense to have the water flow down there. Okay, let's give this a try. So let's see. We're gonna want to. Was that an egg? Nice. All right. So. We need to flatten some of this out. We might need to do some additional sculpting once we see where the water flows precisely. Or should play some Terraria. I haven't first to 6. Oh my god, yes. Dominic, you absolutely should play Terraria. I wouldn't mind playing more Terraria myself. I love Terraria. That game is fantastic. I would strongly consider doing Terraria for chill nights. Give this a little texture. Alright, and then we want to smooth this out a bit. Not quite that much, maybe. Well, maybe that much, actually. Let's see here. That's right. Terraria is actually getting another update, which is pretty nuts. Not Minecraft Win 10 Edition. I wouldn't be. I honestly wouldn't really be against doing Minecraft either. I like Minecraft. But like everyone in the fucking world streams Minecraft, so we might as well do something more interesting, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned Terraria. Terraria is really cool. Terraria would be really easy to do multiplayer with as well. That could be fun. Actually, we did Terraria multiplayer with my coworkers for a while. That was quite a bit of fun. There you go. Use those dragon coins. Make the most of them. The game is really good if you like Minecraft and Terraria. What you thinking about, Manic? You don't say. Wow, I'll have to look into that. You don't say. Okay, this might be okay. We're just gonna need the water to flow down into here from this way. Okay, so we are actually gonna have to flatten this out a bit more. We're gonna need to be at like this level. So we're gonna need a little. We need to blow up most of this. Man, this hammer. This hammer makes terraforming such a dream. I love it. I love it so much. You know, the matter manipulator in Starbound could have been like this, and it never really reached that point, and that was one of my big disappointments with that game. It really should have been like this, and it wasn't. I mean, look at this. It's so... I might have overdone that one, but I don't really care. Yeah, if anything, Minecraft needs this fucking thing. Isn't it amazing? Minecraft, after all these years, still doesn't have, like, basic tools like this. Isn't that ridiculous? Alright, you can go. We're gonna be replacing most of the ground around here anyway once we have our little river carved out. want to do like a... no, it's not really going to be like an overhang. That's fine. We'll do basic carving for now, and then we'll have to do some detail work later and make it look a bit better. Spending $2 billion on it, Microsoft sure hasn't done much with that except skin map packs. I mean, to be fair, those do pretty much print money for them. Like, locking down modding on the Win 10 edition and making people pay for basically mods has made them a ton of money. So... honestly, I think they're probably looking at new developments for Minecraft that they can further monetize. I don't think... like, I imagine they're probably going to let Mojang do their thing, like, do whatever they want. But I don't think Microsoft is really going to put any kind of development effort into Minecraft 1 anymore. They're probably looking at Minecraft 2, or, like, didn't some, like, Minecraft RPG just come out? Yeah, Minecraft Dungeons, yeah. Yeah. My thing is they're looking at Minecraft 2. Something that they can fully control from the ground up, that they don't have to, that they can keep modding locked out of, that they can monetize in more ways. So it's a cynical way to look at it, but honestly, it's Microsoft. Like, what do you fucking expect? So I was thinking about busting through here. Let's see what this does. I always use a giant explosion, so. Let's... the pyramid's basically a giant spike, isn't it? So where's this going? Oh, that looks pretty nice. I like this. We might be able to decorate this a bit. Alright, now we just fill it in. And let's see what we got. Hey, we got a tablet target. I think Minecraft 2 is gonna bomb. It's Microsoft, what do you fucking expect to be their store motto? Win 10 should say that when it boots. Kinda wanna play Minecraft Dungeons and easy decision could be on Game Pass. I do too, honestly. I do too. I'm always up for trying a new ARPG. And something that's cute and easy and fun, yeah. I mean, that could totally be good. Cracking job, Nico. Look at that. It's a mini medal. Thanks, buddy. Finish off another 4 targets. I'll give you a Transformer trial and a nice little bit. Okay. So, yeah. I think our priority right now is going to be tablet targets while we terraform. I mean, I like Win 10. I'm not against it. I do hate... like, every iteration of Windows makes it harder and harder to kind of get at the guts of your computer and do some of the more specific fiddling that you want to do, and I've always kind of hated that. I've never been a fan of that, but as far as just, like, basic use, I like Windows 10. Yeah, and I swear to God, every other Windows update breaks my power saving mode. And it's the most infuriating thing. I am so tired of it doing that. Alright, we want to fill in from here, I think. Let's see how this goes. Flow! Alright, so this is going to flow down into there. And I think I'd like to go ahead and make this a pool down here. So we'll flood it like... honestly, I think we'll flood it from like here. I want like a little lake. Be a little tricky to get it to actually work. I might have to build some pillars or something in the middle. The philosophy of Windows 10 has been, don't touch that, you'll hurt the computer. Sit down, be a good boy, and play Fortnite, won't control everything. Yeah, I do. I'm not a fan of that aspect of it at all. Like, I want you to let me do what I want with my computer, goddammit. Like, don't tell me how to manage shit on my computer. Let me worry about that. But Windows, like, Windows has been moving in that direction forever, so. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Okay, this seems to be working. Wow, it's actually easier than I thought it would be to build lakes and shit in this game. Yeah, I know a lot of people actually want that, and I know it's better for businesses and stuff too, but it's, you know, it's not what I want. As somebody who came up on, like, Commodore 64 and DOS systems, like, that's absolutely not what I'm looking for. So, there we go. Ooh, there we go. Oh, this is looking good. Yeah. I tell you one thing that pissed me off when my wife got her new computer, her new laptop, how Windows 10, like pre-installations of Windows 10 now comes with like everything super locked down. Like it's like a completely 100% closed ecosystem where you actually have to go to the store and download a different version of the Windows Store and like break the seal on your computer just to install shit like Chrome. I couldn't believe that shit. And again, I do kind of get the point. Like, I get that some people want like the curated Apple experience or something. What have I done here? Did I not actually make it as deep as I wanted to? I don't think I did. Well, okay, we'll make it one level deeper. I don't think that's what I meant to do. MS has to compete with Apple's It Just Works reputation. Yeah, that was definitely their answer to it. Okay. We have to fix this. Oh, I can bust through here too. Oh, I think we might actually be at the same water level even. Oh, that's cool. Also, I need to get these assholes farming so we can get some food up in here. Here we go. Miku girl. Miku girl, please. Nope. Hell up there, Miku. Miku! Worst comes to worst is always Linux. My father even learned how to set up a Linux system. He's kind of the same as me. He doesn't like Microsoft being in control of all your shit on Windows. So he actually learned how to do his own Linux install. He actually really likes it. Wow, that looks fucked. Yeah, let's fix this. I hope this works. There we go. Look, we made a little lake. We actually made a big lake, if we can be honest for a second here. Man, terraforming is so much fun in this. I used to dread terraforming in Minecraft, because it took fucking forever. And this is just like... I've been dicking around for like 20 minutes, and I built an entire lake system. Alright, yeah, let's bash through here, too. Because I think that's the same water level? If not, it'll be fine. I can fill it back in. As needs be. I think if I just do here, it should be okay. There we go. Perfect. Oh, this is so cool. This looks so nice. There's eggs in the water. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Aren't nearly there yet, but preemptive warning that flattening a lot of the elevation of the awakening will cause some big performance issues. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I'm not going to do a ton of terraforming. I mostly like to build around existing landforms. But I really wanted to do this because I wanted some slightly more interesting layout to this place. Okay. So I think I'm probably just gonna mindlessly replace grass blocks for most of the rest of the stream. Oh man, I'm actually really looking forward to this trowel upgrade. I guess I don't need to do like the very edges of this place. Hey! Oh, I unlocked a recipe. That's cool. Dad finally got an Android phone about 6 months ago. It was like within a week he got some weird pseudo-virus apps off the Play Store. Final Fantasy 15's on Game Pass? Man, Game Pass is kind of amazing. If I had time to play more games, I think I would get it. It's just, like, even as good a deal it is, like, I will never have time to play all those games. Not with the way I stream. But I suppose if there's stuff... If there's stuff that I want to... How do I get that? Nick, I need you to... I guess we'll do this one the old-fashioned way. We are going to have to do some manual construction. I don't... Malroth, I love you, buddy, but I don't want to talk to you right now. I'm busy. We'll fix that later. Dead Cells on Game Pass? Wow. Nuts. This one, I think we're just gonna redo the whole thing. Kinda hate that change tool and talk to person are the same button. That's not really ideal. Oh, squeakums. Phoenix Point, which will keep you from spending any money on Phoenix Point. Man, my buddy Tino loves turn-based games, and he was pretty much heartbroken by that one. It's a real shame. I know a lot of people are really looking forward to that. No, I don't want to talk to fucking Malroth. I love you, but no. Gears Tactics is supposed to be good. I'm interested in the new XCOM. I know it's not a full XCOM, but I'm still interested in giving it a try sometime. Yeah, something happened with Phoenix Point, and when they went Epic exclusive, like they weren't gonna honor something. I forget what that whole deal was. All right, so this is almost all meadow on the map now, which is good. Basically what I wanted. The Ghost Recon XCOM Lite that Gollop made for it for the DS is pretty solid. Nice. Good to know. I want to convert this area too. There we go, got it. Oh, cool, it turned into river, actually. I'll have to weed this area too at some point. Hey, $10, what's up? I have a feeling Chimera Squad's gonna be good. I don't. It's definitely not gonna be like the full XCOM experience, but I think it's gonna be good. That is my unprofessional opinion as a person on the internet. Love the idea of a more constrained story-focused XCOM. Phoenix Point, I suspect they probably just overextended, giving themselves enough time to finish it, combined with Epic taking Epic money. Yeah. Ah, man. These forest blocks are kind of... I hate that the forest has a different grass texture. I think I would have been happier overall with just one grass texture for everything. I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna replace a bunch of this grass, and then I'm gonna go back and make some like tree balls and have Wrigley redo parts of this as forest. Once we get the farming situation sorted. My main reason for doing this is because I want to establish some farmland over here and start getting some stuff grown. I like the guess they're testing new mechanics for XCOM 3. It makes sense. It definitely makes sense that they would do that. It's a smart move too. Go ahead and if there's any big changes that they're thinking about that might really piss people off, get it out of the way with a little experimental game. Man, they expect me to make a lot of meadow on this island. Is this the tainted ground they want farm on? That's fine, but I also wanted a better look at what I was working with too. I mean, I want this valley to be grass. Like, that's just my preference here, so. And I do want to hit that metal target. This is probably good for now, so I'm gonna start working over here too. We need to bash some of this stuff out. I'm gonna try and, I don't really want to flatten any ground. I'm gonna try as hard as I can not to really flatten anything and just build like natural farms. We'll see. Time to put away Animal Crossing. So let me clear this area. This is probably farmland over here. My idea for the residences here, I want to leave the center pretty much untouched. Have a forest, have farmland and stuff, and then I want to build the residences and amenities up around the edges, like kind of on wooden pillars, like kind of like a big tree house or fortress sort of thing. So once we get everything sorted in the middle, we're gonna start building pathways around the perimeter of the valley, big enough to build houses on. Or at least adjacent to. I don't think Fortnite's gonna be popular for decades, so they're on borrowed time to stay relevant. I think if you look at viewer totals on Twitch, they tell a pretty compelling story. There are certain games that do stick around almost indefinitely, like World of Warcraft. But there are plenty of games that hit it big for short periods, like PUBG or Apex Legends, that are like fading away. 65 games at Epic and paid for 4 of them. Jesus. TF2 is still popular, but it's nowhere near as popular as it was in its heyday. It's still nowhere near as popular as it was when they were doing like regular major updates to it. And really, like, I lay that entirely at the feet of Valve. They, like, TF2 could still be going just as strong, if not stronger, even in the wake of Overwatch. Like, I don't think Overwatch had anything to do with its demise. I think Valve just decided arbitrarily they didn't care about it anymore. And that's a real tragedy to me. Because I like that game a lot. PUBG still doing well. I know, like, totals for PUBG have dropped off pretty sharply. I need to think about what I want to do with this valley over here. I could extend... I could extend the river down this way. I think I'm gonna have to mull over this one. I don't think I'm gonna make any decisions about what to do here. I think I'm gonna greenify this side. Valve decided they didn't care anymore as a recurring theme. I don't know. I bet none of you have been keeping up with what they've been with the Artifact. But they've actually been very active in the last week or two, talking about their plans for revitalizing Artifact, and actually sounds pretty cool. Like, they've not entirely abandoned it. It sounds like they're gonna make a decent go of it. And it sounds like they got some decent ideas for what they're gonna do, too. Which, I mean, color me shocked. Took away for a moment, came back to my room to hear Arch mention PUBG, and your first thought was, oh yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it? Remember when that was a thing? For all of a hot minute. Grandma's here refocus on PC gaming. I mean, there's certainly no guarantee that what Valve does with Artifact from this point on is going to bring it back or anything. I'm just impressed that they came back to it all. I'm impressed that they didn't just quietly let it die away. VR focus from Valve, it might be good in the long term. Shame they pivoted from normal game dev. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it was VR so much as it was like online multiplayer and free-to-play gaming. I think that's what captured Valve's attention. I think, you know, we've been hearing for years that Valve's corporate structure and culture has something of a libertarian bent to it. And I mean, faced with the kind of money that their free-to-play and like random box games have been making, like, you can't really expect them to keep up with to keep focusing on major single-player experiences when they've got that kind of money staring them in the face. It's shitty. Like, I wish they hadn't. I wish they had like the scruples to at least put out a single-player game occasionally, one that's not like advancing an agenda like Half-Life Alyx did. But yeah. At the same time, a company with that kind of corporate culture is unlikely to produce another game like Half-Life or Half-Life 2, so we might have even dodged a bullet. A pro VR agenda, yeah. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing necessarily, but it sucks to me that that's Valve's MO now, is that they're not gonna make a game unless it's advancing some kind of agenda. Like, for fuck's sake, just make... Like, they can just make a Half-Life game. They could just make a normal Half-Life game without it needing to be, like, a VR game or a free-to-play game or a random box game or something, so... I know they teased it. I don't... Like... Until I see it. Until I see it in the store, I am not going to believe that they're just making... I'm not going to believe they're making Half-Life 3. I'm not going to believe that it's not going to be, like, a VR game or like, a free-to-play shooter or something. Yeah. This is going to be a VR game, yeah. So... And I'm like, I feel like Valve really missed the boat with Half-Life Alyx. I feel like that was a game that needed to come out like 3 or 4 years ago. Because I don't think it brought about the great VR revolution that it needed to, that it should have. I think it could have. I think a game like that could have if it had come out years ago, but it didn't. So, wow, I used a lot of grass blocks for this. It's kind of blowing my mind how many grass blocks I've used. I thought I was overshooting with how many I hoovered up on that exploration island. It turns out it might not have even been enough. I just had a guy pay over retail for a used VR headset to play Alyx on. Really? Isn't the Index sold out right now? Did I hear that somewhere? I could be wrong about this. I could be entirely wrong about this. And maybe Half-Life Alyx is going to be the turning point. In which case, cool. In which case, that's very cool. VR, that means VR gaming will become more accessible to the general public. More big studios will put effort into developing for it. You'll get more interesting and unique experiences. Mainly, it'll be cool for democratizing VR, because it's still not really an accessible technology. It's been backwarded the whole time. So yeah, I understand. I'm not against VR. I've tried VR and I really like it. It has to be very specific for me. I can really only do the Vive or the Index because I get really badly motion sick. So I need the kind of VR that's not going to move around on me. So it's just like VR right now is still niche. And I get really annoyed at people that want to argue that point. Like, if you love it, great. If you want it to be big, great. But like, you know, don't say it's something that it isn't. You know, VR still has a long way to go to be accepted by like the mainstream gaming industry, both by players and developers. You know. And you're really only hurting yourself by trying to imagine that's not the case. So. You do well with it. Played through RE7, Moss, and Paranormal Activity. Better than the movies without any problems. That's cool. Yeah, VR is going to be something unless they can come up with some kind of silver bullet for people who suffer from motion sickness. The only kind of VR I'm going to be able to do is room scale. And minimal motion. Like, I couldn't play Hover Junkers because it was room scale, but the room moved around, and I couldn't deal with that. It made me incredibly nauseous. So. Dactyl Nightmare, the killer VR app. Oh my god, I remember that. VR is always going to be a niche thing. I don't know if that's necessarily the case. I think they may still have the opportunity. Like if Half-Life Alyx did as well as y'all said, they may still have a chance to turn this around. But they're definitely not there yet, and that's the big thing for me. Okay, I used up all those fucking grass blocks I got. Holy shit! Have you tried Beat Saber? No, I've seen it. It looks cool at least. The quest has been super huge. Okay. I'll have to look into it then, because I don't really know anything about it. Mr. Lister Blister, hello! Came as we're talking about Half-Life? Perfect. We're discussing the trials and travails of VR. How you doing, buddy? Guys, if you don't know, Mr. Lister Blister is another excellent streamer here on Twitch. If you like very personable streamers, people who are easy to talk to, very entertaining, definitely check his channel out. Super cool dude. Kind of disappointing Google dropped their Daydream project. It was the cheapest VR. They just didn't market or support it well enough. That's like Google in a nutshell. They get an idea, they like dink around with it for a couple months, and then like, okay, bored now. Doing something else. You have a Vive and its efforts set up and play each time, but you're loving Alex when you play it. Oh, my pleasure, dude. You are a genuinely great streamer, and I hope more people tune in. Anything happen with augmented reality stuff? Google Glass seems to have died. I feel like that's gonna be more. I feel like AR is going to rise on the strength of stuff like Pokemon Go, but those games still seem to be kind of like flash in the pans. I don't really know how they're gonna manage to expand that. All right, we need crops, because I'm gonna start starving in a minute here, and I think I've eaten literally everything I have to eat. Okay, all my seeds are up here. Oh, no. All my food was on the first tab. I just wasn't looking at it. I'm an idiot. Okay. Ah, good. I still have food. All right, we're gonna eat some stir fry. Okay, so what do we have to plant? All right, cabbage, wheat, tomato, pumpkin, sugarcane, aubergine, strawberry. These will make trees. These will make medicinal shrubs. Gladiolus seed, cactus seed, wheatgrass, bamboo, fertilizer. Okay. Play more of Sea of Thieves. You have people to play it with, and the content wasn't repetitive. Still sorry that Google shut down Inbox. I'm definitely gonna have to give Sea of Thieves a try sometime. The streams I've seen look like they were really fun. Need that one. Alright, so now... Alright, I'm gonna need some fencing, and I'm gonna need some scarecrows. I'm gonna need... Looks like 7 kind of scarecrows. Are we gonna need chests too? Okay. Alright, we got a lot of work to do. And I'm supposed to be wrapping up. Well, fuck that. We're still going. There is work to be done, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. What kind of fencing? All right, let's go basic wooden fencing. And maybe let's not craft 9,999. Let's craft 1 full stack. Yeah, no worries, Dominic. We'll be picking up with it. I don't think you're gonna miss anything really important tonight. I'm just gonna set up some fields. But yeah, we'll be back on Thursday with more of this and more FTL tomorrow night. Sea of Thieves is so damn different now. 9-part story mode that takes about 10-12 hours to do. New factions, megalodons, skeleton ships. Holy shit, dude. That sounds really cool. I did not realize it had expanded so much. I can do some bridging. I need... Oh, it's probably under doors. We'll get to that in a minute then. Okay, so that's that. Oh, wooden fencing's also here. We'll need some gates. We'll make like 10 of these. Been playing since day one, about a 12-month break. Came back and it was so different. That's always fun when that happens, isn't it? You play something for a while and it's like, okay, that's cool. And then you come back to it and it's like, oh shit, like everything is different, everything is new, everything is exciting. Oh, we need to make some pet bedding for poor pets too. What am I actually thinking? Gates, scarecrows. Oh, chests. We're gonna need chests. Why am I dumb? Where are chests? They're not building blocks. It's furniture. Sweet Jesus. My brain. Reed chest. Feels more like an MMO now. That could be really cool. Sea creatures can be a nightmare if you don't have a full crew. And you know what? Maybe we need some light sources too. Oh, stone lanterns could be really cool. Stone lanterns. I want to do stone lanterns. I'm gonna make 20 of these. I don't have infinite stone. I want infinite stone. We're not gonna need it for Furrowfield because I'm gonna do most everything out of wood. But I think it's gonna be somewhat Japanese themed. Yeah, there's not any... We'll do paper lanterns for the living spaces, I think. Leveling up the fishing faction, so Megalodons and Krakens are just free money to me. That sounds cool. The idea of fighting like a Megalodon or a Kraken from like first-person perspective just sounds wild. Alright, Alright. We need fields. Could flatten this plateau. Actually, I think I might do that. I don't want to, though. I don't really want to do that. Release the Kraken! I think I am gonna have to clear some of this. Just to make some appreciably large fields. The first time you get Kraken is scary. I bet you never forget your first. Lister, sorry, might be a dumb question. Do you stream Sea of Thieves? Is that ever like a regular thing, or? Because I might want to tune in for that to see what it's all about. I haven't watched a Sea of Thieves stream probably since it launched. Let's clear out this little plateau here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I do this. The sea monsters get scaled down with smaller ships. Oh, that's clever. Oh, that's cool. That's a smart way to do it. Alright, Alright. Let me get out my fence posts. Oh. I overdid it. Do occasionally stream. It's hard to get audio right, so it depends what you're in. Fair. Very fair. What did I do? Let me do that. Alright, so I want to... Can you maybe, like, fuck off forever? Thanks. Let's do a gate. Actually, I'm gonna do it right here. Alright, we'll do a gate there. Alright. We just need one grass block. We'll add one grass block here. Where's the normal grass? Am I still out of normal grass? Oh, because when I smash it up, I'll turn to dirt. I should have switched them. I should have switched them around. Or is it lime grassy? Is this lime grass? I don't know what any of my grasses are. That is not lime grass. Alright, new plan. Rearrange. Alright. Skeleton ships are hard no matter what, as they can curse the ship, make you drunk, poison you. Wow. Alright. Okay, so we'll do one here. We'll put a gate between them here. Maybe some gates out this way. There we go. That's not a room. Thanks, but no thanks. This is going to be a field for something. You are gonna be my... You can be my cabbage field. And we will put a conveniently placed box there, and we will stow cabbage sheets. We may redo the boxes later. Bedroom move in. All right, and then let's see. Hello, puppy. Get to work. Toil for me. All right, let's actually rearrange some of these to make some more sensible space here. Oh wow, no. Lister, do you ever play games like these? Do you ever play Minecrafty style games? I enjoy them, but I don't end up playing them very often. But this one has been a real blast to play. Big update today in about an hour. As extra 25 levels each faction by sailing as their emissary, and a new faction focused on sinking people. My people. I'd be big on that. Let's do that. And then, so that means we can put this across here. Put a gate here. Get off my gate. I hate you. This looks like it'll be a nice big field. Wow, Miku, what the hell are you doing? Are you working? I need the toilet. Oh, man. Did I authorize bathroom breaks? I think not. And then this can be our... Let's do cabbages and pumpkins over this way. Place a chest here, and we'll stow our pumpkin seeds. I've played Minecraft, not usually your thing, also fascinated by them. This is a very wholesome game. I like this game a lot. Alright, I think we're gonna need a makeshift turlet for these guys. So let me get out... What do we got in terms of wood? Straw floor, we'll need that. Floorboard. Let's pick you up and put you over here for now. Medieval times, weren't they just shitting in the river? They have standards for some bizarre ass reason. Let me head back to the crafting table. Where's this guy going? Manage to sail around doing the commendations right now, or whatever takes your fancies. Max out 4 out of 5 factions. Last one is just a long grind as fishing faction. Toilet. Is it just a pot for right now that we use for the toilet? It's a Japanese bathing stool. I think it's just a pot. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna build them a very basic temporary structure. Oh, and I'm probably gonna need a single space door, aren't I? Let's just make like a ton of these because they'll come in useful. Let's see. Well, this guy's trying to work. All right, just super quick and dirty here. Literally. Too slow. What was that, a bot or something? Did I do it? Tiny room? Does the Builderpedia tell you about rooms? Okay, good. Toilet. Oh, I missed a towel. Okay. Put a towel in here and we're all set. Some kind of spam advertisement. I think you made it. Big enough for random spammers to drop by. Yes! Victory! All I really wanted in life was to be spammed by bots. Maybe you guys should work out some kind of mod rotation for killing bots. That way everybody can you can all get your kill counts up. Oh, towels are over here. Okay. Shower and stuff for the update, Dress. Thank you so much for coming by, Mr. Lister Blister. It was a pleasure seeing you. Have a good one. What'd you realize, Manic? What just occurred to you? Tiny toilet. We did it. Oh, the doggies love it. That. You guys get the okay to murder Hieronymus? Alright, go me. I made a toilet. Now I gotta figure out the rest of the field situation. Let's see here. I could do terraced. Clear this area out and then clear a chunk of this out. Quarantine protests with the anti-vax. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, dude. For sure. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do a slightly smarter thing this time instead of like blowing up a bunch of the grass I just put down. Let's get out our arid earth blocks and let's switch them around for this. That way I can save my grass and relocate it to places that need it. Yeah, that is unfortunate. They don't take the place. They're in addition. So, should have Venn diagram of those two groups of the circle. I absolutely hate that being stupid became a value. That being uneducated became something that, like, people were not only proud of, but aspired to. Like, it's the cause of so much trouble now. There's nothing Christian about ignoring the health needs of the populace. Completely agree. Oh, hey, Spiralis. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, no. There's definitely moneyed interests at play that that complicate things, but alright, I think we want to, we can at least replace some of this. Hopefully things can still grow in that soil. I guess we'll see. So now that I've done that, I also want to take a chunk out of this. Not too much of one. So we can do some terraced, terraced fields. Okay, we got a giant field up here. I think this one's gonna be wheat. Is what I'm thinking here. Go ahead and put a gate in here. Great part about democracy is that everyone gets to vote. Problem with democracy is everyone gets to vote. Yeah. I feel like we've had this conversation before. I really feel like education is the key to correcting a lot of this shit. But I don't know, like, at this point I really feel like you have to sneak it in somehow. You have to find a way to educate people without moneyed interests even being aware of it. And I really don't know how you do that. I don't know how you manage something like that. Wheat fields. And then we will stow our wheat seeds here. Oh, nice, it's raining. I think this is gonna be tomatoes here. The fact that teachers such a poorly paid job is a travesty. Yeah, it really is. Education is absolutely the key to fixing things. Yeah. Yep. We might not need to go completely crazy with tomatoes. I don't know. I really like tomatoes. That looks decent. Alright, we'll put a gate here. And gate here. Maybe a gate facing facing the quote-unquote forest. That didn't need to be symmetrical. That's fine. I don't like that. I don't like that. Let's swap this ground too, so we can save our good grass. No, I don't want to talk. I don't want to open the door. I want my glove. So this is... How do I put this away? Not like that. Not like that. How do I put away a block I'm holding? You can't? God damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Alright, can I... Can I get you? Almost. This is fine. Malroth, I just want my hammer out. That's all I want. Alright, and then we'll replace this little swath here. And then, oh my god, Malroth! Sorry. I know I'm being kind of picky here, but I want this to look nice. Hey, Cornuto, what's up, buddy? We're actually still going. You're here. If I hammer the grass blocks, they'll come back as dirt blocks. You'll actually lose the grass on them, unfortunately. Oh, we need to populate this with something. We need... This is going to be a little complicated. Because we want to do... I want to do tomatoes in this field. But we're going to need to go get... we need a planting pole. We need to make planting poles. So let me go do that before I forget, because I will forget. I should probably just move this up there. Honestly. Planting poles. Sure, let's make 700 planting poles. Why the hell not? Rods and berries, all of it. I think strawberries need to be done on planting poles too. I don't know about aubergettes. Oh, I just had an idea actually. Oh, I just had an idea. Oh, I had a good idea. Oh, y'all. Oh my y'all. Oh my god, y'all. I just had the greatest idea. I'm so proud of my brain right now. We're gonna need to replace some of this dirt for my great plan to work. No, idiot. Nico, I swear to God, sometimes. Dumb as a post. And then... put that there. That'll look good. Okay, here we go. Here's our plan. I'm not even gonna need a fence for this, am I? Actually, I might. Yeah, we'll see. Hope this works. Do I have... I'm pretty sure I do. Because I stole a bunch. Yeah, there they are. What's this gate? How big are you? Oh, cool. Okay. Wow, you're really tall. Wow. It works! It works! I mean, it's really more for looks than anything, but we're gonna need this because this is where we're gonna do our sugarcane. Looks like he'll fill the area. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Yes. Malroth, I swear to God, get out of my way. All right. Sugarcane. Put the box for this one here. Stow that. Okay, so this looks good. We still need aubergine and strawberry fields. All right, how is this looking anyway? Looks pretty good so far. I think we can do... Actually, we might be able to just do the rest of the fields here, which would be great. That'll centralize it. Because I don't think I need like huge buildings for these guys. So let's fill in this a bit artistically. Yeah, I think I'll do 2 small fields for these. Can we, my grass back. The peasant farmers will get to have big buildings. It's just I'm still planning that out, Cornuto. The idea I'm going with here is the center of this valley is going to be all fields and farm buildings and I guess pens for animals as well. And then I want to build all the residences and accommodations on like elevated like walkways, like a treehouse. So I think what I'll probably end up doing is after I film these fields, I'll put pillars maybe over this river, and I'll have the residences up over this. Or I'll have them built into... What I actually want to do, I want to build them into the cliff wall over here, like have a walkway going through, and catch part of the waterfall for like a little aqueduct to run through the buildings, and maybe have like the main communal hall and kitchens and stuff be there by the waterfall, and then extend the residences out around the sides. So that's what I'm thinking. So that's gonna be our project for the next couple of streams, I think. If everything you built in Minecraft is a house built into a side of a cliff. Loving some aqueducts. Yeah, I definitely want to play with water in this. They give you so many tools for making water do what you want. Like I don't think I can really resist. And we might try to do some creative stuff here. I think I'm gonna need to shave this one down a bit more. I wish I could like turn Malroth off for a bit. He's really kind of getting in the way of what I'm doing. Okay, and that's as far as I want to go with that. We'll leave the forest here. Oh, I hadn't noticed my map. It's mainly showing the doors. That's interesting. I'm also gonna need to assign some people back here. Like, I think I need to reassign the farmers from the Crumble Dun region back here so they can actually start farming. So yeah, let's do this. We'll do... And then maybe just like a little... Crops will not be farmed in any area that does not have at least one person whose occupation list is farmer. Good to know. Good to know, thank you. So we're definitely gonna need to fix that. Let's rearrange a bit. Because I can extend that out this way. Another field. And then, oh, I'm running out of gates. Jeez, I didn't expect that to happen. Can I? Ah, that does count. Okay, cool. Change tool and talk should not be the same. It's driving me insane. Okay. Oh, okay, I had to think about it a little bit. Alright, we'll put in another gate there eventually, but this is gonna be a field, and this is gonna be a field. You know what? You know what? I'm actually gonna do. Now that I know the trick. Now that I know the trick, let's just make a big ass field, right? And then these poor fields. Just confusing the shit out of them. What are they doing? That'll work. Okay, that'll do. Alright, and then, so let's see. This one here will be... We need to plant myself. I haven't done it yet. So we've already set up... We've already set up everything else, so these will need to be planted by myself. Okay. Alright, I think I'm gonna stop here because otherwise I'm just gonna keep going indefinitely. But when we come back, we're gonna come right back to this. Thursday, probably all night we're gonna be working on Furrow Field. Or Green Gardens or whatever the hell it's called. Mods are sleep post kittens. It's not resetting the fields every time I go through the gate. I think that's confusing the, like, it's trying to reestablish where the room is, but I think every time the door opens, it's, like, confusing it, so. So, yeah, let's go with this. But this is good. This is a good start. We're getting the infrastructure set up, and then everything can kind of spiral out of that as, like, out of necessity, which is the way I like to build things. I like to, in games like this, I like to build, like, the necessary tools and services, lay them out, and then build everything else organically around them. So once we have the fields going and things are getting farmed, then we'll figure out the ideal place to build a barn structure, and storage, and then like walkways and stuff, ways to get around. So if Echofar is still streaming, we'll definitely raid him. Hopefully he's still at it. God, I love these chill streams. I cannot tell you guys how much I love these chill streams. They make me so happy. All right, so Does that go far still? Yes, he is. He's playing below. Okay. I'm gonna be starting below sometime soon. Probably after. I'm thinking about making below the next Wednesday game after FTL, but we'll see. Anyway, change your mind the minute we start on Thursday because I'll forget what we're doing today. Yeah, shh. Don't give away all my secrets. Yeah, glad you made it too, Cornetto. It's always a pleasure to see you. And it is my pleasure to stream for y'all and hang out. Yeah, if you missed most of the stream, definitely check out the VOD. We had some really good chats tonight. We spent like the first hour and a half just chatting about stuff. It was a lot of fun. So. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming out tonight. It is an absolute pleasure as always. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow night for more FTL. Till then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.